this is just an ironic way to start the day. Good morning. Welcome to World Sleep Day. Welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. There'll still be a lot of feel good. And I suppose you can carry on sleeping if you want to.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, man.
Thank
and not
you
sleeping your way
for
through.
waking up and disrespecting World Sleep Day, I guess. But listen, this is what we're ushering in this morning. It's a very healthy Friday, and I think it couldn't be better because, yes, we are celebrating World Sleep Day. We're going to be shining a spotlight on something we all do, but many of us probably don't get enough of. I know there's a couple of hands that'll go up if we ask that question. So listen carefully because we've got you covered.
Oh, man, I think it might feel like a bit of a luxury. Good quality sleep is actually, or at least should be, a pillar of our health, playing a vital role in everything from mood, memory, immunity, recovery, inflammation, everything else, mental well-being. It's all a part of the same equation, so we have loaded the couch today.
It's literally a superpower. So we're bringing in some superstars, and joining us in the studio, we have sleep expert Dale Ray. He's the Director of Sleep Science and Associate Professor at the University of Cape Town, and the man's here to unpack the science behind why sleep... she is here to unpack the science behind why sleep matters so much. I can't wait to get her in the studio and educate us and hopefully make us fall asleep.
No, it's going to be humbling, man. We're going to realize the error of our ways, I've no doubt. Then we've got the incredible Helene Meyer. She is back in sharing a calming drink packed with ingredients known to support better rest. There are natural ways that we can induce, and a little later we're also going to explore what your favorite sleeping position might reveal about you. I know over the last couple of nights we've had very hot nights, so there's been very little sleep, but lots to catch up on. So Ryle's going to handle those official news duties in just a moment and take us through the headlines of the day. And I'm going to delve into some of those sports ups and lows, and of course big moments coming this weekend. It's a big rugger weekend again, so cannot wait to delve into that. But I know with regards to sleep, if you'd come up with any great life hacks to deal with the heat from the last couple of days, maybe it's wet towels. I know everyone's had their dogs on kind of watch literally for the last 24 hours. It's a bit of a crazy time at the moment, so we want to share some advice and, of course, hopefully help you sleep better than you've ever slept before tonight, but not just yet. So let's get those official duties underway. Let's tackle the news and the sport, then the show can begin.
Thanks so much, G-Man. And yes, painting a great picture of what we're about to discuss right now, because on national fronts, a persistent heat wave has pushed temperatures across parts of the Western Cape to record highs. Now, with several weather stations in the Namakwa district also breaking long-standing March temperature records. Now, the South African Weather Service says a slow-moving high-pressure system in the upper atmosphere is driving the extreme heat. Now, temperatures have climbed into the upper 30s and even well above the 40-degree mark. Health authorities prompt residents to stay hydrated and check regularly on vulnerable family members. Now, the heat wave is expected to last until the weekend. Well, moving on and sticking to local headlines right now, and 4 Chinese-flagged fishing vessels have been intercepted for unauthorized entry, and that's into South Africa's territorial waters. Now, police and fisheries officials placed the vessels under guard at the port of Cape Town and charged their masters, imposing an administrative fine of 400,000 rand, which was later paid before the ships departed. Now, authorities detected the vessels within 12 nautical miles of the KwaZulu-Natal coast and tracked them along the Eastern Cape. Now, investigators also found the ships repeatedly switch their automatic identification system on and off, violating regulations for foreign vessels transiting national waters. Well, moving to international headlines next, and Eswatini has received 4 more third-country deportees from the United States, including 2 Somalis and a Tanzanian and a Sudanese. Now, they have all arrived at Matsapa Maximum Security Correctional Center near the capital. Now, they joined 15 others previously sent under U.S. agreements with African nations to accept undocumented migrants convicted of serious crimes. Now, the center expects around 140 additional deportees in the coming months. Now, since last July, Washington has been sending migrants to Eswatini under a deal that has provided the small kingdom with $5.1 million. Well, next up on international fronts, 7 members of Iran's women's football team seeking asylum in Australia were evacuated from their safe house after one player revealed their location to the Iranian embassy, prompting security concerns. Now, the group had refused to sing the national anthem at a recent tournament, leading to threats of persecution back home. Now, Australian authorities separated each player for private consideration before granting sanctuary. Now, Iranian media criticized the move, while Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese praised the women's bravery and assured them a safe reception in Australia. Well, running up this edition of Headlines, while the gold status grabs headlines at the Academy Awards ceremony on Sunday evening in Los Angeles, well, the glamorous Governor's Ball quietly steals the culinary spotlight. Now listen to this. Celebrity chef Wolfgang Puck and a brigade of 120 chefs will prepare a lavish feast for about 1,500 guests, featuring sushi, wood-fired pizza, 90 kilograms of steak, and roughly 7,000 glasses of champagne. Now, those leaving without a trophy can still claim a sweet consolation prize, mini chocolate Oscar statuettes dusted in gold. And the leftover food will be donated to residents of Skid Row, where it will be shared with people in need after Hollywood's most glamorous night. Well, love this story, and I'm sure you're going to love the rest of it because G-Man's got the latest. And next up, we got sport.
Got to say, first up, love to Sports Connection in our news this morning. Let's feed off that kind of energy. Big weekend in rugby, certainly for the Six Nations. Ireland recalled Jack Conan to their starting lineup. That's for their Six Nations Championship clash with Scotland, who have shown some mettle this season. They're, of course, led by Captain Sione Tuipulotu and fly-half Finn Russell. I think he has got something to say. This could be a moment for him. Meanwhile, France, they've made 4 changes for their meeting with England, with Timo Matui set to make his international debut as well. And England making just 1 change to the side, of course, that lost to Italy last weekend. Now let's get into the tail of the tape in football. European football giving us some amazing moments this year. Porto claiming a 2-1 away win over VfB Stuttgart last night in the UEFA Europa League last 16 first leg, with Rodrigo Morsamong among the scorers. Then Roma rescued a 1-1 draw up against Bologna. That was through Lorenzo Pellegrini, while Aston Villa, they edged out Lille 1-0 thanks to a goal from Ollie Watkins. Now let's get into our tennis action from yesterday as Jannik Sinner powered into the semi-finals of the Indian Wells Open with a commanding 6-1, 6-2 win over Lerner 10. While Alexander Zverev, he also advanced after beating Arthur Fields 6-2, 6-3, reaching the event's last 4 for the first time, in fact, and setting up a semi-final clash with Sinner. Now we can get back into our local cricketing action. They weren't going to let the weather hold them back. The Titans secured a 6-wicket victory over the Tuskers in their CSA One-Day Cup at Supersport Park. So the Tuskers posted 180 for 7 in their range-shortened 20-over contest. The Titans, like I said, they weren't going to sit down. They chased down 181 in 19 overs, with Neil Brandt hitting a 58 not out, boosting their position on the standings. It's these kinds of tests of mettle that often come to bear later in the season. So well done, boys, but that's where we leave our sport for now. We'll delve into some of the upcoming local rugby connections a little bit later this morning. I think the most important thing any of us need to track right now, the weather. Let's see what the temperatures have in store for us today.
Couldn't agree with you more, G-Man. So let's see what we need to wear in order to take advantage of the good weather or the bad. And we're going to start off in Polokwane, and let's see what temperatures are going down over here. Now, you will experience some showers today, and it's predicted at 65%. Your temperatures will start at 17 degrees and climb to a pleasant 24. Now, looking ahead, you are in for a wet period continuing into next week. Moving over to Klerksdorp next, and cloudy conditions is the theme of the day. We've got temperatures rising from 14 degrees to a warm 26 degrees. Wind coming through from the east, and rain is expected from today going into the weekend, with chances averaging around 28%. Moving over to Pretoria next, and you can expect mostly showers throughout your day. Temperatures will sit between 16 and 24 degrees, and scattered showers seem to be continuing through to the weekend. And you've got a 40% chance coming through on Saturday. Over in Johannesburg, today you're going to be experiencing some light rain, so if you want to get cooled down, then Josie's where it's at. Temperatures ranging between 13 and 21 degrees, and rainfall is forecast for the remainder of the week, so yes, please do keep those raincoats close by. Moving over to Mbombela next, and today brings your rain forecasted at 60%. Temperatures will start off with a low of 17 and reach a high of 21 degrees. For the remainder of the week, you can expect cloudy and rainy conditions to definitely be sticking around, so stay dry out there if you can in Mbombela. Bloemfontein's up next, and the day brings partly cloudy skies. You can expect temperatures to climb from a low of 16 to a high of 28 degrees. And looking ahead, you can expect partly cloudy skies to continue all the way into next week. So sunny skies, make the most of it and enjoy the sunshine. Richards Bay is up next, experiencing predominantly cloudy weather today. It looks like we're moving to the warmer sides of South Africa. Temperatures ranging between 22 and 28 degrees. And for the rest of the week, cloudy conditions stick around with some rain forecasted for Sunday. Moving to Durban's coastline and mostly cloudy skies, starting things off, so it doesn't look like too much rain. Temperatures ranging from a warm 22 climbing to a comfortable 28 degrees. Moderate wind coming from the northeast, traveling 29 kilometers per hour. And what you can see for the rest of the week, it's good old sunshine. Bring it on, baby. And Tata is experiencing mostly sunny skies today. Temperatures ranging and starting off on a cool 17, but over to a hot 33 degrees at the end of the day. And the rest of the week, you can expect cloudy skies to stick around with temps in the lower 30s. Moving over to Cradock and sunshine, it looks like it's going to be dominating your side of town. Expect temperatures climbing from 18 degrees all the way up to a scorching 36 degrees Celsius. Over the coming days, temperatures remain in the mid-30s, so definitely pace yourself in the heat. Over in GQ, your skies will be bright and sun-filled today. Temperatures ranging from a warm 19 degrees to a hot 31. And as we head into the weekend, warm conditions persist with cloudy and partly cloudy skies coming through. So make the most of it. Apart from Tuesday next week, it's sunny skies all the way around. George up next, and you'll have a sun-filled day across the region. Temperatures starting off at 13, warming up to a pleasant 23 degrees. If we start to look ahead, sunny skies seem to be dominating, and the temperatures are ranging in the mid-20s all the way up until next week. So make the most of the sunshine and the weekend. It's looking good out in George. Over in Cape Town, starting off your Friday with bright and sunny skies. Temperatures starting off at a warm 17, but climbing to a pleasant 27 degrees. You've got a cool breeze coming through from the south. That's going to keep things fresh and definitely bringing us into a beautiful weekend, with next week Tuesday bringing just a tiny bit of rain, it seems. So get out in the sunshine this weekend if you can. Sutherland seems to be experiencing mostly sunny conditions too, so make the most of that. Temperatures ranging from a cool 14 up to 29 degrees. And going into the weekend, you can expect partly sunny skies and believe it or not, a little bit of rain forecasted on Sunday, but I think that rain in Sutherland definitely welcomed. In Kimberley, expecting a beautiful balance today of cloudy skies. Temperatures are going to be swinging between 17 and 31 degrees. And over the next few days, you can expect partly cloudy conditions with temps in the lower 30s. Last but not least, of course, we move to Uppington. Let's see how sunny it is out on that side. Today promises, yes, plenty of sunshine and bright, clear skies. Temperatures climbing from a warm 18, get this, to a max of 37 degrees. Looking ahead, you're in a searing heat range. Your temps are going to be reaching 40 degrees. And I think this is a perfect excuse to chase the ice cream truck. The rest of the weather conditions and patterns you can see on your screen right now. But let's start off this, let's start this weekend the best way we could. Sameya's come through, and Wynberg, whoa, look how good this shot is. Samaya Conrad is shooting a shot from Wynberg. She must be on one of the hills on Wynberg, because this view, what I can only assume is the mountain range out on Stellenbosch side. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The sun hasn't even risen here, but it's giving that beauty, color, warmth, and vibrance. 27 degrees is what that sun's going to bring out as it just peers over the mountain. And I can't thank you enough, Samaya, for sending that beautiful sunrise view. The number is 063-036-9649. That's how we are elevating everybody's morning, by sharing sunrise views. So you, Mzansi, can do exactly that. Share one of your views with us, whether it's in the country or anywhere in the world. We absolutely love it, and it puts a smile on our dial.
Samaya, I think you were following me into work. That looks like the view from kind of behind our car as we come through. I love it. Wherever you wake up this morning, let us know what that looks like and feels like. Temperatures at the moment, you mentioned 37 degrees in Uppington. I think that was the temperature on my pillow last night. It has been so hot. So sleep has been challenging, but we're going to focus on the positive side. It is World Sleep Day, and your sleep position might say a whole lot more about you than you actually think. So maybe spend spend some time thinking about this. Are you a side sleeper? Are you a back sleeper who has sleep apnea, gigantic noises coming out throughout the night? Are you someone who sprawls across the whole bed? I'm thinking each family member has a different, and we all ended up, honestly, we all ended up on the one bed last night with 5 fans, all
really?
focused just to try and kind of, it was hectic last night. It's the dogs, man. It's the problem that the dogs get too close, they get too hot. But the problem is the sleep was seriously affected.
So is this your position? Just like fit in where you can?
Arm, this arm eventually had like pins and needles. I wasn't even sure if it was my arm. What kind of a sleep are you?
Bro, I'm all over the show, man. Like, I just toss and turn. I'll be on my stomach, I'll be on my side, I'll be on my back. I try to sleep on my left-hand side, side sleeping, but I'll wake up and it's a mystery how I got to that position afterwards. It's crazy, let me tell you. Yo, so Zazi, definitely tell us, what are your crazy positions? What helps you sleep? What doesn't help you? And especially when it comes to those positions that we're looking forward to, we absolutely want to hear from you. I'm trying to figure out, like, what's a good position, actually? Is that a thing?
So I'm reckon if you sleep on your side, if you're a side sleeper, you must be a little bit crazy, okay? Clearly.
Very.
I'm just reading the signs, okay? Volatile, passionate, empowered.
Listen,
I noticed he was actually.
I'm getting a bit scared. Let's just let him sleep. Let the giant slumber while we celebrate World Sleep Day. And of course, everything in the studio is going to be educating you, bringing you into the weekend, and maybe bringing you the energy you need to celebrate it.
So don't go anywhere now, dude.
No, we'll see you after this. Wake up.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back. The conversation is so rich. I'm sorry, it started about 20 minutes ago, so welcome to it. Good to have you here. There is a reason why we are so interested in this, because it affects all of us. I'm talking about sleep. It is World Sleep Day, and I think we've established that sleep is not, in fact, a luxury. It's a pillar of health, or at least we should treat it that way.
Yeah, and I think if you think about it, just like nutrition and regular exercise, quality sleep plays a critical role in how our bodies and minds function. Yet many people underestimate how deeply sleep affects our mood, our memory, immunity, and even physical recovery. So when we consistently cut sleep short, the effects can quietly build up in ways we don't always notice.
I'm shaking my head at myself, rolling my eyes at myself, joining us in studio on World Sleep Day with quite a challenge ahead of her is a Director of Sleep Science and Associate Professor at UCT, Dr. Dale Ray, to unpack the science of sleep. And as we understand it, you're a sleeper. You fully embrace and need the sleep. So for you, this is a very relevant conversation. For us, we come from a different side of the equation. But you painted a beautiful picture there. We think about nutrition. We think about all of these other
Vital
areas of
pillars.
health and not sleep until it all falls down. Why is this so? Why do you think it flies under the radar like that?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, there's a couple of reasons that sleep's really obviously important for our overall health. I feel it has main roles and has supporting roles, if we think about it like that.
I like that.
It's got main roles where it's doing a whole lot of background work that's critical for your immune system and for your memory and for your
spinal
emotional
cord, your
regulation.
brain.
No, I mean, you name it, every system is recovering during sleep, and it can't happen in any other circumstances. But in terms of those supporting roles, you can be going out and actively go and do your 10K run, which is fantastic, and you're physically going to do it. Whereas when you're sleeping, you close your eyes and you disappear from the world, that you're not conscious of what's happening, and then you wake up and you expect everything to be done. So it's a bit of a black hole, but in that time, it's doing the adaptation that you need so that next time you go and do your 10K run, you can do it a little bit faster. So it's helping you adapt to those things. So you're getting the benefit from your exercise. And by the same token, from a nutrition perspective, you can actively go and avoid those sugars, for example. You're doing something. But you can be trying really hard to manage your weight, for example, through your nutrition and through your diet. And often it doesn't want to budge because if your sleep is too short, it doesn't allow your metabolism
Body can't do what it needs to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that weight just won't shift.
Okay, so it actually is really important, clearly.
Are we doomed or is there hope? That's what I think
But like,
ultimately-
no. And I think what's even crazy is that maybe G and I would be the ones to really put up a hand here and say that you often get these moments where you are tired, where you haven't had enough sleep, but yet you still push through. And I mean, often G was like,
Are you talking
"Isn't
about
that every
this
day?"
moment now, yesterday's moment, the moments
Every
before?
day. What is the actual effect on this? Because we're obviously discussing the importance of getting this right, but if we don't get it right, then we still try to push through. What's the potential harm of this?
Yeah, I'm going to be a little bit careful because we are very, very resilient as humans on average, and we're able to actually survive in sometimes quite awful conditions.
Yeah.
In fact, we
And so-
sometimes get better as the conditions get worse.
No,
yeah.
absolutely, and it's almost that sort of survival instinct kicks in, and sometimes I'm super surprised that I can have such a terrible sleep. I think about 2 nights ago, and I'm sure it was 40-something degrees.
yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, nobody slept. And yet yesterday, everything was absolutely fine. It's like we were chatting about earlier. You know you're going to get through the day and you're going to be okay because what happens is your body goes a little bit into survival mode. So it shuts down processes that aren't absolutely necessary, and it puts your sympathetic nervous system, that's your fight and flight mode.
And then you feel like a
forefront.
superhero, in fact,
You
for
do.
portions of that day.
Yeah, you feel super caffeinated, and you can do a whole lot of things as you go into the survival mode. But there are long-term consequences to that because we know that you shouldn't be in this constant state of inflammation or stress.
That's really interesting to me, Straji, because you're talking about a moment where the body in this state only prioritizes the essential functions. So let's say I gymmed the day before, right? Is my body then going to not repair that muscle because, listen, there's more important things to focus on now, so I'm actually doing more harm than good?
Yeah, so sometimes at nighttime, if you give your body too little time to sleep,
Yeah.
it's going to have to prioritize. It's got a heap of jobs to do. It's got a job list like this.
Yeah.
And it's going to go, okay, what are the most important things? But it may not have time to do everything. So perhaps it can't do some of that toxin clearing in the brain that is so important. Perhaps the immune system can't get to every single damaged and mutated cell and go and get rid of them. Perhaps it doesn't quite have enough time to do those, strengthen those memory connections that you need. So it's going to definitely make these priorities and only get through a certain portion of the job list.
Holding ourselves back, basically, yeah.
And I suppose it bears mentioning that we're a system that's trying to balance itself out. So if the input is only that you're telling your system just to manage the essentials for a long period of time, surely the body adjusts to be like that. What's the danger of the long-term repeated pattern of not sleeping and keeping yourself in emergency mode like that?
Yeah. So a lot of it relates to sort of long-term chronic stress, and it's a little bit of a low-grade stress, and we know today that when you've got quite high levels of stress, you have a lot of inflammation, and that can often go with sleep deprivation, and that over time has got all sorts of damaging consequences. So we're learning now, sometimes I use this analogy that it's a little bit like you're a smoker today, you don't really see the repercussions, but it's downstream
compounded effects
that you're
later
going
on.
to start to see. And so it's like, I'm fine, I can survive on 5 hours sleep.
I
What are
just
you
ran
talking
a-
about?
yeah.
Look
Yeah.
at me, I'm Superman. And you are for a short amount of time or even a medium amount of time. But what's going to happen down the line from a brain health perspective, from an ability to, ability to control and regulate your mood and emotions, that's a bit more short term, but then long term consequences around, am I more likely to become obese? What about my risk for cardiovascular disease and metabolic diseases like diabetes? Those start to catch up with you down the line.
And we spend, Doc, this is amazing. Thank you so much. Yes, a wake-up call for all of us. But it's crazy. We spend so much time trying to be conscious of working very proactively towards our health. You've got an opportunity just to do nothing and improve your health. How nice does that sound? Do a little bit more of nothing today and you'll get healthier. No, sleep, we can joke about it. It's the human condition. All of us suffer in some way, maybe from too little, maybe we need too much. It is a balancing act, and we'll hopefully find and give you some of those tools to make a difference in your life right now.
Good morning, my name's Clem Pedro. Now, if you're looking for a better night's rest, then you come to the right place, because Helene Meyer has the calming drink for you. There are certain ingredients that are known for their calming, sleep-promoting properties, to name a few: chamomile, honey, ginger, cinnamon, and mint. All of these contain healthy properties, all great for a peaceful night's rest. Now, Helene, this morning is supposed to be bake that thing. Instead, we're going to be like brewing that thing. We're making a cup of tea.
Yes.
I'm so excited. Please talk us through the recipe.
Like you just said, some ingredients are great to help us calm the mind and the body. And when it comes to healthy eating, and in this case drinking, I think it's very important to understand that it's not just about the things you should avoid. That's important. Not too much sugar, not too much caffeine, not too much alcohol before you go to bed.
Because we hear that a lot. Which is
Exactly, we
important,
know
yes.
that, and it's important, but it's as important, the other side of the scale to balance it, is to enjoy things that actually helps your body to calm down, and your mind especially, because that's what keeps us awake. Is
True
either
story.
our tummies trying to digest what we ate and drank, or our brains just being too busy. So it's very simple. Rooibos is known for the fact that it doesn't contain any caffeine, so that alone is a good start. And then cinnamon and ginger and mint are all known for their calming, but also their ability to, or their calming characteristics, but also their ability to help your digestion. So if your digestion is helped along, then you don't need to dream at night and struggle, and you know that feeling when you had a big steak? I mean, it's delicious.
I understand what you mean.
But then a lot of people say steak make them dream, and it's because you're actually giving your system a hard time digesting that lovely piece of steak.
You see, for me, it depends on what restaurant I had the steak at. It depends whether it's going to be a nightmare or a good dream.
That is to be debatable, yeah.
But I do understand, because you're eating this piece of meat and you're putting your body to work, I suppose,
Exactly.
to digest and to process that heavy
And you
piece of
rather
meat before
wanted
bed.
to spend the energy helping you to sleep, not keeping you awake, because it's trying to digest a lot of heavy food. So this is just fresh ginger. You can use rooibos, you can use a chamomile tea, which is also very,
Love.
or an infusion actually, if it's chamomile, which is known for its ability to also relax you and calm you. I mean, just the smell of this is already... Yeah. I'm not a big sweet tooth, but a lot of people don't enjoy the tea just like that, or the infusion. So a little bit of honey.
Yeah, I also don't have a sweet tooth. Yeah.
You want the rest of it?
But I do like the addition of honey, and for me, and I always say this on TV as well, honey, yes, it adds sweetness, but it's got a level of acidity that helps you taste all the other ingredients that
Exactly,
you're cooking
it
with.
brings out
or
those
bring with.
flavors, yeah.
Can we talk about mint? Because
Yeah.
there's such a, I would say there's a bit of a myth that mint has caffeine in it, and the caffeine could affect you. Any like truth to that?
Not that I can be the expert on this morning, but I think fresh mint is also different to maybe a mint infused or mint flavored, artificially flavored, let's call it that. A mint tea that is, or actually also tea is not, nowadays you would know, we're not allowed to call rooibos tea anymore because it is actually just an infusion as the chamomile. So mint infusions shouldn't contain any caffeine.
Good.
But green tea, on the other hand, which a lot of people think is the healthiest option, does contain caffeine. So one must be aware of that.
I love that we're kind of educating ourselves now and understanding what's inside things, not just the thing that we always just see for face value. We're actually taking it a step deeper.
There's a drop of honey if you want that.
Donkey. Ah, this is so like comforting.
I call it a hug and a mug, yeah.
I might actually just fall asleep. I didn't want to tell
I
anyone.
wasn't sure whether I should come in my pajamas this morning, so...
It smells amazing.
Yeah, and if you have this about an hour before bed, it helps you to just relax and lowers the anxiety and, yeah, hopefully have a good night's deep sleep.
I think, you know what, the ritual of actually going through making this cup of tea, getting yourself into that mode already, is where that magic also lies, plus the ingredients. And at home, if you want to be part of this ritual, you do want to, go and get the QR code on screen now, replicate this amazing tea. Oh, talking about the tea.
Helene, good morning. How are we doing?
Well, thank
I
you.
am at home, and this man said if you're at home, scan the QR code. I thought that what's better than the QR code is seeing you in real life, and absolutely love everything you put into this. Can you talk me through these ingredients again, just quickly, what you've added to this?
Yeah, it was a rooibos or a chamomile infusion, which is always a good start.
Yes.
And you can make it as strong as you like.
Yeah.
Some fresh ginger,
Nice.
which has a beautiful combination with the tea as well. Cinnamon. Gives
yes,
some
please.
lovely, comforting flavors,
Spicy notes,
and
yeah.
fresh mint. So it is really simple, something that you can put together quite easily. And as Clem said, it can become quite a nice ritual. Instead of scrolling on your phone before going
so
to
it's
bed,
like
you
a
make
health elixir, essentially.
Exactly.
And it's something you can start your day with, right?
And what is nice as well is if you make a pot of this in the morning even, say it was as hot as these past few days,
Yeah.
and you don't want to drink it warm, you
Yeah.
can still enjoy all the healthy benefits from it in a cold version.
Oh, the ice version,
So you can cool it down and
I'm
enjoy
actually
it
just
like
picturing
that.
you taking this and then maybe some crushed ice with a little straw and a lemon.
can
And
go
I-
to town.
now you've got a healthy elixir cocktail, right? I love that. Well, thank you so much for probably the best start to the day. I can't think of anything else other than like serving the body and really waking it up. With sleep happening in this World Sleep Day, I can't think of anything better. So officially, cheers to
Cheers.
you, Helene. Cheers, brother. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Sip away.
Oh.
Oh, I love the mint in it. It is really refreshing,
It is.
but it blends together with all the other flavors so beautifully.
And you
love it.
often associate health with like a, it's too grounded, it's too earthy for me. This is sweet, it's got like a oily velvetiness as well.
Very nice.
Get on this, Mzansi. Scan that QR code right now. And while we dive into this beautiful dose of health, we're going to still remind you about everything involving World Sleep Day. And that conversation with the doc is happening around the corner. And you better pay attention. Wake up. This is delicious. Wow.
Can choose.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your feel-good breakfast space this morning. Hopefully you got enough sleep last night. If not, and you're feeling a bit grumpy, it's okay. We understand, we can relate, and there's a reason for it.
Yes.
Today is World Sleep Day, and hopefully we're going to give us all some tools to sleep better.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, remind them, Mzansi, we're chatting to you this morning about everything involving World Sleep Day, and we also asked you a very important question. What is your sleep position? What's that position you find yourself waking up in? Is it helping you? Is it not? We want you to come through with some crazy comments. You don't have to share pictures, of course, but let us know what positions you're...
If it's safe,
If
you're
it's
more
safe,
than welcome.
yes. If it's PG, it's a family show. But of course, earlier we did unpack why sleep is so important for our overall health. But when sleep problems become constant, they could point to an underlying sleep disorder. And I think conditions like insomnia, sleep apnea, and restless legs syndrome.
Thank you for saying that, dude.
You got that one? I'm telling you, it's a thing. Now, these can all seriously affect the quality of your sleep. The doc is back, Dr. Del Rey, and she's here to talk to us about the warning signs and what could happen when sleep might be something that's affecting us more than we want.
What position do you sleep in, Doc? We've got to. What does it say about the kind of person you are? Is there the right position to sleep in?
goal.
We've been told that on your side pillow between your knees is better for your back, maybe.
That
But
is a
that
good
just
one.
could be an
That is
age
a good
thing. I
one.
don't know. Is there a right or a wrong way to sleep?
I don't
Give us
hate
the
that.
answer.
You are the most expert person in the world, okay? We need to know this. It is an interesting question, and maybe it'll say more about your personality than anything else. Do you tend to sleep in the same way every night?
Personally, yes, but it's because it's comfortable. And at the end of the
There we
day,
go.
I think the answer is actually very little about like what is it actually doing for you. But whatever position you can get in, you can A, feel safe, and B, be comfortable. That's probably where you're going to get the best quality sleep.
Get into the deep
Yeah.
sleep that we need.
I like that. So let's talk about maybe something a little bit more advanced from our first conversation. We were highlighting sleep, the importance of it. Yes, it is important. But how do we know when we are just like, let's say, lacking sleep versus something being an actual like disorder, like sleep insomnia, as example? That's a real thing, right? I know a lot of people using that. What's the difference?
We
really?
often misuse the term, yeah.
Yeah. So insomnia is a sleep disorder all by itself, and it basically is when a person, they can either struggle to fall asleep, and by definition that means that it takes you more than 30 minutes to fall asleep at night
That
time.
might be
okay.
me, eh? Okay.
Secondly, perhaps you fall asleep fine, but once you're asleep, sometime in the middle of the night, it's often between 1 and 3 a.m., you wake up, your mind goes on, and you feel alert and wide awake, and then you can't get back to sleep. And then the last one is when you wake too early in the early hours of the morning. And to be classified as insomnia, that needs to occur on at least 3 nights of the week. And it's a short-term insomnia problem if it's been happening sort of less than 2 or 3 months. And once you go past 3 months, then it becomes a chronic problem. And so the key, though, for that is that it doesn't have to happen every night, but most importantly, you have to have associated daytime dysfunction, okay, because that's an important part of the disorder.
I mean, that's literally when you're going to ask for help and it's starting to affect your actual day, right?
And it can in the most dramatic way. I know we're making light of the conversation, and maybe that's to take the edge off, because when it hits, it can hit really hard. What causes insomnia? Is it multiple reasons feeding into that? Because you would think it's such a baseline for every human being. We need sleep. This must be a real battleground.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, everybody experiences a little bit of the difficulties with sleeping from time to time, but that doesn't mean that you have insomnia. And I kind of think of it like this big sort of funnel or hourglass where there's a gazillion different reasons that can impact why you might struggle with your sleep. The presentation is, oh, I can't fall asleep, or I wake up in the middle of the night and I can't go back to sleep. And therefore, there are a whole lot of different solutions, and it makes it very tricky for finding the solution, because you have to find what was this person's actual trigger or their problem. Can we deal with that or not? Or is it now become a habit? The trigger's gone away, and must we actually just try and retrain this habit? So it's
like you're learning as much as you are finding answers as you take each step. That's incredible, though.
And I mean, we're talking about these conditions. You talk about sleep apnea as well, something where we're hearing about people having this condition. Is it something that we should be aware of in terms of like how important these conditions are?
How
Is it something,
dangerous something like sleep apnea
is it
can
something
be?
that we can kind of like just deal with, or are there signs we should look out for that means, listen, you need to show up, you need to seek advice and get the help you need, or can we just get by?
No, sleep apnea needs to be dealt with, because the consequences of it are that long-term it places massive strain on your cardiovascular system. So your chances of developing cardiovascular disease down the line are huge. So that's why we take sleep apnea really seriously. So
The
apnea,
heart.
And it's also there's fight or
weird.
flight kicking in the middle of the night while you're supposed to be resting.
Exactly.
So that it can't be healthy. And your poor partner,
Yeah.
I think, is the one that suffers generally the most. They might just put a pillow over your head at some point in the night. And we know that there's great treatment options available for that. Can you please explain to me what Zolabud or restless leg syndrome is? It was first coined as Zolabud syndrome to me, and I was like, what
That's a
are you
real
talking
thing.
about? If you've ever experienced something like it, it is insane. But what is actually happening within our body? My son often gets that sensation of, and that's the first thing that I will jump to. But obviously, I have no medical background to be able to make that association. What's going on?
Yeah, so restless leg syndrome is something that we experience normally as we're trying to fall asleep. So once we settle down and we're lying down, and one will get these strange sensations that are quite difficult to describe in your legs. So they'll be itchy, creepy, crawly, tuggy, stingy. There are things crawling on my legs. I can't quite put words to it. But that sensation is that a person often, by moving their legs, it sort of feels a little bit
Tensing the
better.
muscle,
And so the
yeah.
restless leg, it comes from the person moving to try and get rid of those sensations. And so it's that almost agitation which then makes it more difficult to fall asleep. It's not that the brain can't fall asleep. If only it was given half a chance and some peace in your legs.
The
then
body's
it's
just
able
getting
to fall
stimulated.
asleep, yeah.
Kind of sounds like that ants in your pants syndrome. right?
Exactly.
Well,
Well, my son doesn't answer his pants, so it's
Doc,
bound
you've
to
been
be.
absolutely incredible. I
Thank
know
you.
we take it for granted and we take advantage of the fact that we can maybe push through, but this conversation's been vital because on World Sleep Day, we've highlighted the importance of it. And I think you, Mzansi, can definitely get more information if you're feeling like this has been an essential conversation, or maybe it's highlighted some red flags. You can visit sleepscience.co.za and maybe follow Sleep Science on social media as well, because information's waiting for you, and this might be the answer to your prayers.
Whether it's acute or chronic constipation, Aspen's got you. Get the constipation relief you need from Aspen's laxative portfolio.
We'll stay in that medical lane right now, and whether you suffer from acute or chronic constipation, Aspen's got you. Aspen offers a range of laxatives tailored to your needs. Whether you are seeking rapid, gradual, or long-term relief, Aspen offers a range of laxatives suitable for various age groups as well, from infants right the way through to adults. You can trust South Africa's value-leading laxatives company to offer a suitable laxative for you and your family. And
Yep, of course. Now you can just visit Expresso's social media pages for more information.
Whether it's acute or chronic constipation, Aspen's got you. Get the constipation relief you need from Aspen's laxative portfolio.
I feel a bit more rested after that, actually.
I
wouldn't you?
don't, man. I've just been staring at the bed on the other side of the studio, just dreaming of sleep. Well, it's the weekend, it's sporting weekend. We got rugby, we got Derby action, Stormers Bulls.
Oh, yeah?
We'll get into a little bit of that.
Nice.
I
I can't
don't
wait
want
for
to
it.
split the country in half, but it's going to split.
Ooh,
That's
it's a big
what's
one.
gonna
It's happening in
happen, man.
Pretoria as well. But listen, I also got an interesting start to my morning. I had breakfast at Burger King. Yeah, they're doing something special, and they brought a barista into the store. Ooh, if you like your coffee, then this is what you want for breakfast. We'll see you after this.
Use a barista, yeah.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Come back, you beauties. It's Derby Day. It's a big weekend, a massive weekend of rugby lies ahead of us with the URC North-South Derby kicking things off in Pretoria as the Bulls, who have looked really good this year, they host the Stormers, have showed a few cracks in recent times. And of course, then we got the Six Nations reaching a thrilling final round. It could be anyone's. There are still so many teams in the hunt for the battle. Scotland have shown a different side. They head into Dublin chasing history. Could just pull it off. Probably going to rest on France's shoulders, though, as they take on England in Paris, knowing a bonus point win could seal the championship. And, of course, Ireland look to defend their crown at home. This is crazy. Rugby commentator and content creator Ryan Grant joins us to unpack the matchups. He's had some sun. You look like you've been ready to embrace a derby weekend, man.
100%.
So good to have you here, my friend. We've kind of been tapping in and out of rugby because the cricket has been so rich in that vein. Six Nations served up something really special. Let us not forget about the URC. There is so much importance in this space for the South African franchises, especially the Bulls and the Stormers. Why is this derby a big one?
No, for sure, Graham. As you said, I mean, Saturday, obviously, in Pretoria is absolutely massive with the Stormers, obviously, in 5th place at the moment, and the Bulls in 7th. I mean, with the Bulls taking this W, they go into the playoff spots. And with the Stormers, obviously, a game in hand on Leinster and Glasgow and all of them, we can catch them in 1st and 2nd place there. Yes, Cape Town's a bit worried about the Stormers' form at the moment, but we're still 5th there with the game in hand. I don't think there's too much to worry about there.
It's difficult. So let's start with the hosts. What's been working for the Bulls? You know, we love it when Loftus is a fortress. What has worked and clicked for a side that seems to have the basics short down, but they have a way of expressing and pace
for sure.
For days?
For sure. I mean, obviously, it all comes down to management for me again. I mean, obviously, for Uckers, it's taken him a few weeks or a few months, should I say, to obviously get this right environment, should I say, within the camp.
But he's done brilliantly.
Brilliantly, and I absolutely love him. And I think he's actually starting to execute and getting the accuracy right within that Bulls camp. And I think the game's going to be lost and won at the breakdown for me, personally.
With so many playmakers on that field, that's quite a bold statement to make. Maybe is that the area where the Stormers have pushed a little bit too far? There's been a lot of experiments, a lot of individual pressure placed on players, and they've risen and they've loved it. It's been great. But have they maybe pushed a bit out of the system to let the individuals shine? What has led to the recent run of results for the Stormers, do you think?
I think so. I think you're actually 100% right, and you said that so correctly, is that there's so many game players in both sides. And I think what Dobbo has been focusing on massively is those outside reaches, the outside fetches and the outside cleaners. And there's just been like a massive change and massive shape of mind into the terms of rucks. So that's why I think the breakdowns is going to be massive with Marcel Coetzee and Paul de Villiers, and whoever wins those breakdowns for me is going to win the day.
And we want that. It's good for South African rugby when this derby is as rich and it matters in the franchise framework.
For sure.
Who would be the better bet for South Africa to progress to beat the big guns in Europe? Who's going to take this crown from South Africa? Maybe I should put it that way.
I mean, historically, the Bulls, but as a Stormers supporter, I think, and with the squad we have at the moment, and obviously with Sasha Fine Wine coming with a Fine Wine performance, we'll be okay out there.
Yeah, and that's why I say the individual pressure often means the opposite with players like that. So bring it on. I'm just saying, bring it on. Bring on the Six Nations.
Sure.
What on earth is going on, my friends?
It's been special, man. It's been special.
Let's start with Scotland. What an unbeliever. We were dissing them. We were standing on their faces in the mud. Yeah, come on. What has clicked for them? I love the fact that they've lent into the talent that have taken them to where they are in world rugby, but it seems miraculous that they're in this position.
No, for sure. I mean, as you mentioned, after losing to Italy in week 1 and coming back to beat England and all of them, has just been absolutely impeccable to see the performances. But I must be honest, I mean, that Murrayfield fans helps a hell of a lot.
Bring it on again, man. We've got to say France probably in the pound seat. They'll need a bonus point win. But what we saw last weekend, they can let the floodgates open. How do you see this one playing out with England?
Sure, it's going to be tough out there. My personal prediction is France 20+, which obviously means they're probably going to get the bonus point out there. I mean, Yalabé is back in the 10 jersey, and I absolutely love this man. I think he's beyond flair in the 10 jersey. But yeah, I mean, obviously DuPont, debatably one of the best lines in the world, but that's for another day. Their side's just too packed for me, for England to control this weekend.
And they've also had one of those scary moments of like, egg in the face, and that often then elicits a different kind of knee-jerk reaction back. So I fear for the teams this weekend. We haven't even spoken about Ireland as a part of this conversation, but they still could do it.
Rude of us, huh?
I know, and normally France would be the whipping boys. Where have Ireland been in this conversation, and is there still a slice of the pie in terms of how you see this playing out? Could they take it?
For sure, and I think there's a reason why like a lot of us don't speak about them anymore, because they were regarded as one of the best with us last year and stuff, and now they've like kind of gotten a little bit of a downslide. But at the same time, they're competing to win the Six Nations, so can we really call it a downslide type of thing? But again, like you said, they're relying on other teams to win the Six Nations, so is that their peak performance?
Or did that peak performance happen at a World Cup? I don't know. Perhaps that's the best that they've got now. Take nothing away from what's happened within the Six Nations. I love the fact that Italy have put their hand up. I love the fact that Scotland are in with a shout.
Yes.
But yes, it seems like France are in the pound seat to get that bonus point win. Wherever your allegiances lie, enjoy.
I don't know if it's there or not. But hey, listen, guys, if your morning starts with a workout instead of a snooze button, then you'll know that the coffee after just tastes better. Now, I was up with the sun, and that was to see if Burger King's Cafe Royale lives up to the hype, discovering the craft behind every cup, attempting some latte art of my own, and putting it to the ultimate test alongside a breakfast bite. I don't think I need this. I think we should take a look and find out about the real good stuff. All right, I'm Zanzi. Now, some mornings start with movement and some mornings start with a meeting. But no matter how you start your day, it's how you fuel it that matters most. Now, if I could, I'd choose movement, a run with the sunrise, walking in nature with my pups, or maybe even a gym session, because that means that I've earned myself a good cup of coffee and maybe some Burger King Cafe Royale to hit the spot. Hey, good morning. How's it going?
Oh, you're the guy from Expresso.
Yes.
Good to see you.
How are
Hello.
you doing?
Omar, you're about to get famous. What can I do for you today?
Listen, Carissa and Graham from the show have been absolutely raving about your coffee. What are the options?
So we have quite a large variety of options. We have the espresso. We also have the cappuccino, which is to die for. But we also have the expert in the house who will give you more on it.
Okay, so tell me about this coffee. What is making it so special?
So we have 100% Arabica coffee over here. Nicaragua, Rwanda, Tanzania, and Brazil. So a perfect blend for a nice cup of coffee.
Oh, sounds delicious, man. But with all these options, I don't know what to choose. What would you recommend for me after a big run this morning?
The flat white for you, double shot of espresso in a short cup. That will be perfect for you after your run.
Sounds perfect, man. Thank you so much, man. Yes. Hey, man, that's good, bro. There's like this little undertone of vanilla, some chocolate in there. The balance is perfect. It's not too sweet. I just died to know, how do you get this magic right, man? Is it quite a hard thing to do?
No, not actually. It's actually quite easy. If you come around and I'll demonstrate for you on how to make a cappuccino. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna do a nice stem.
Okay.
Even temp. First, that's it. Flush the group head. Now for the milk. So for steaming, always purge first. So we're looking for micro-textured steam milk. So for the latte art part, you're gonna need to pour from the top and give it a little swirl. And then come down for your latte art. You can place your latte art anywhere you like.
Oh, my word. I've always wondered how they make this incredible latte art. And now that we see it firsthand, I'm blown away.
Well, there's other art I can make as well. A swan, tulip, a rosetta, as well as a flower.
In your opinion, what is it that makes a real good cup of coffee?
Well, a good cup of coffee is when you put your heart and soul into it.
Okay, so should we grab the milk and try for ourselves?
Yes, you can.
I think we can.
All right, Sharon, you're up. You ready?
Okay. Let's give it a go. Cut.
Yeah, nice swirl. Okay, nice.
How did I do?
It's something, it looks great to be honest. You.
Thank you. Well, is this my cup?
Yes.
All right, let's get that swirl first. Bling, and then...
Push it forward.
I made a twig. Now, I know my artwork wasn't as good as Sharon's, but the coffee's still going to taste amazing. So, well done. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
I'm going to go make the most of this.
Hey, how about some breakfast?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yes, definitely.
So we actually have the sandwich and also have muffin option. So which one are you having?
That burger looks good.
Okay, let's go back. Okay, so with the breakfast sandwich one, we have 3 options. So we have the barbecue, and we have chakalaka in the bread, and then we also have a chicken option.
Chakalaka, that is proper South African. Confirm. And are you going to be joining me?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Perfect.
Sure. I guess I need one today.
Perfect timing. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Cheers.
So happy that I chose a chakalaka. It's got that South African kick, just how I like it.
I think also what makes it even greater is that we have 100% beef, so even the egg is also free range.
One thing is for sure, whether it's a meeting or movement, however you start your day, a good cup of coffee is what sets the tone. And thanks to the choice, the variety, the quality, and the fact that there's a barista behind every cup, means that Burger King's Cafe Royale is allowing you to make the best choices to start off your morning. So next time you have a breakfast, why not make it a coffee moment too?
Sure.
Cheers.
The all-new Burger King breakfast. Settle the hunger, then settle the score.
Ah, man, clearly I didn't need to look in here for breakfast. Burger King has it sorted, G.
Where,
Come on.
Where is it, my brother? Where is it? I'm
How good
so
did that
hungry
look,
right
huh?
now. It looked amazing. You don't understand. I've been intermittent fasting this week, so it's
Oh,
been
yeah?
an interesting journey with food.
It's a proper way to break
that was
your
a
fast.
test.
Let me tell you.
That was a test.
Free-range egg, you got proper beef on that, and of course the barista. Now, whether you're coming from a workout or heading straight to the office, there's a cup waiting for you at BK Cafe. And this is where quality, craft, and choice come together in every cup, and it's paired with breakfast, and I think it just makes sense, right?
So I really do want to join the experience, and if you feel like me and have the FOMO, jump on board. You stand the chance of winning 1 of 5 Burger King vouchers to the value of 200 Rand each, breakfast sorted. Simply reply to the competition post that's on the Expresso socials, and tell us this: how do you take your morning coffee? Lots of it. That's it. That's all I need. Don't forget to hashtag Burger King Breakfast to qualify, please. And that competition closes this Monday, the 16th of March. But you'll find your T's and C's on expressoshow.com. Coffee at the moment. You've been light these days.
I have actually
you've been
been
light
light,
these
bro.
days.
Do you have a
'Cause
preference?
I've,
Are you
well,
taking
I've been
coffee?
fasting, so I've been black coffee.
Ooh, nice.
But I've tried to kind of slow down a little bit, so I appreciate the better coffee more now because I'm having a little bit less.
Makes sense,
so I'm
man.
snobby. I'm
For
going
me,
snobby.
Post-workout, just add some of that latte art with that creamer. It just kind of hits the spot, bro.
You
That's
try
what
to
it's
sound hardcore there by talking about latte art and crema. I
And then
don't
did
know.
you see my art? I just did a stick through. We're going to work on it. But listen, there's nothing more that you need to work on, Zanji. Just stick around because the whole lot of good stuff still sticking around here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, celebrating World Sleep Day. It's today, and that means we're going to give you all the answers you need, whether it's questions, whether it's concerns. We got you covered, guys.
And we want to know more about you. And I think how you sleep might tell, as we discovered a little bit earlier with Dr. Ray, a bit about the kind of person you are. What do you need to relax? Share, please, in a safe way, your sleeping position and maybe what you think that tells about you. We'll chat after the break.
Only you can make my day.
Hey, I'm Zazi. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And what a show we've had this morning already. And I think it's about perfect timing. Yes, it is spot on the hour to bring on official duties once again. So starting on national headlines, the former public protector and law professor Thuli Madonsela has warned that hunger and inequality threaten both dignity and democracy in South Africa. Now, speaking at hearings hosted by the South African Human Rights Commission, Madonsela highlighted food insecurity affecting many households and students who struggle to afford meals while studying. Now, she described hunger as a systematic problem linked to inequality and affordability rather than food shortages. And the hearings are examining challenges in the country's food systems and aim to ensure the constitutional right to food is fully realized. While sticking in national headlines, and a persistent heat wave has pushed temperatures across parts of the Western Cape to record highs, with several weather stations in the Namakwa district also breaking long-standing March temperature records. Now, the South African Weather Service says a slow-moving high-pressure system in the upper atmosphere is driving the extreme heat, and temperatures have climbed into the upper 30s and even well above 40 degrees. Health authorities prompt residents to stay hydrated and check regularly on vulnerable family members. And the heat wave is expected to last until the weekend. Of course, we'll be bringing in all of those news and those edits and updates in our weather report. But for now, though, let's move to international headlines. Now, Iranian state media broadcast a message from the newly elected supreme leader, Matoba Khamenei, signaling defiance and warning that Iran would seek compensation from its enemies or destroy assets in retaliation. Now, the message emphasized Iran's continued blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. And Iran has meanwhile continued its missile attacks on Gulf countries. Recent strikes hit 2 foreign tankers carrying Iraqi fuel, causing fires and 1 crew death, while some of its ships and boats in the Persian Gulf have also come under attack. Well, next up, Eswatini has received 4 more third-country deportees, and that's from the United States, including 2 Somalis, a Tanzanian, and a Sudanese, who arrived at Matsapa Maximum Security Correctional Center near the capital. Now, they join 15 others previously sent under U.S. agreements with African nations to accept undocumented migrants convicted of serious crimes. Now, the center expects around 140 additional deportees in the coming months. And since last July, Washington has been sending migrants to Eswatini under a deal that has provided the small kingdom with $5.1 million. Well, lastly, excitement is building in the mother city as the annual Cape Town Carnival prepares to transform the Greenpoint Fan Walk into a dazzling street celebration next Saturday. Now, marking its 16th year, the festival will feature vibrant floats, elaborate costumes, and energetic dance groups, showcasing the city's rich creativity. Now, hundreds of performers and community organizations will take part alongside popular South African artists, bringing music and flair to the parade, turning the streets into a joyful canvas of color and sound. Now, with families, visitors, and residents expected to line the route, organizers say the carnival promises an unforgettable day of rhythm, artistry, and shared celebration in the heart of Cape Town. Well, we'll definitely be lighting it up, and I'm sure G-Man will be lighting up the rest of the headlines, because here's a sport up next.
We were speaking about it a moment ago. There is so much riding on the Six Nations final round this year. Ireland have recalled Jack Conan to their starting lineup for their Six Nations Championship clash with Scotland, who I think have had a season off the books. They're, of course, led by captain Sione Tuipulotu and fly half Finn Russell, who's had a standout season. Meanwhile, France, they've made 4 changes for their meeting with England, with Timo Matuyu set to make his international debut. They need the bonus point win to take the championship, so definitely in the pound seat. Now we get back into European football as Porto claimed a 2-1 away win over VfB Stuttgart in the UEFA Europa League last 16 first leg tie yesterday, with Rodrigo Mora among the scorers there. In Roma, they rescued a 1-1 draw at Bologna through Lorenzo Pellegrini, while Aston Villa continued to impress. They edged out Lille 1-0 thanks to a goal from Ollie Watkins. Now, tennis building up towards the next big Grand Slam, and it's all going down in Indian Wells as we speak. Jannik Sinner powered into the semi-finals of the tournament with a commanding 6-1, 6-2 win over Lerner 10, while Alexander Zverev, he also advanced after beating Arthur Fields 6-2, 6-3, reaching the event's last four, surprisingly, for the first time, and then setting up that semi-final clash with Sinner, which is going to be quite an ask. Now we can bring it back into the local cricketing action, and the Titans, they weren't going to let the rain slow them down. They secured a 6-wicket victory over the Tuskers in their CSA One-Day Cup at Supersport Park. So the Tuskers posted 180 for 7 in a rain-shortened 20-over contest, but the Titans, they chased it down 181 in 19 overs. Neil Barant there hitting 58 not out, boosting their position on the standings. Everyone's chasing that franchise roll, and we love it for our local players. That's where we leave our sport for now. We'll touch on those headlines again at around 8 o'clock. I would imagine the roads should be up and running. Let's get the latest on the traffic front.
Thanks so much, G-Man. Yes, let's get you on the road safely, and we've got something to report on in Durban, KZN. Now, there's a temporary partial closure at the Umgeni interchange on the N2 highway for bridge and median barriers repairs. So please heed that warning and take caution when passing through this area. The works run from the 12th to the 15th of the 12th of March to the 15th of April, with stage lane closures affecting the northbound off-ramp at Springfield Park and the southbound on-ramp from Inanda Road. Now, this is as well in the fast lanes for both directions. Again, you can see the visuals up on the screen right now, so just heed this warning over the next couple weeks as these roadworks take place. So, yeah, expect delays when passing through this area, but we're going to move to Cape Town next and Goodwood. There seems to be congestion building on the N7 southbound ramp onto the N1 inbound at the Wingfield interchange. You can see this on the visuals right now on screen. Traffic is moving slowly through the interchange, so motorists should approach with caution and allow for extra travel time. I think anybody heading out on the roads this morning, travel safe, buckle up and plan accordingly. We now move to the world of weather and see what to wear for the day. So let's roll it on and start in Polokwane, where you'll be experiencing some showers today, predicted at 65%. Your temperatures will start at 17 degrees, climbing to a pleasant 24. And if we do look ahead for the rest of the week, it looks like a wet period continuing into next week. Moving to Klerksdorp next, and cloudy conditions seems to be the theme of the day. Your temperatures are going to be rising from 14 degrees to a warm 26. Now, look, rain is expected from today going into the weekend, so make the most of this morning. And then, of course, there are chances averaging around 28% with rain for the rest of the week. Over in Pretoria, you can expect mostly showers throughout your day. Temperatures sitting between 16 and 24 degrees. And scattered showers seem to be continuing throughout the weekend, with a 40% chance coming through on Saturday. Stay dry if you can, Pretoria. As we move to Joburg. Now, today you'll be experiencing some light rain. Temperatures begin at a low of 13, reaching a high of 21 degrees. And rainfall is forecast for the remainder of the week. So my advice, keep those raincoats close, Joburg. Taking over to Mbombela next. Today brings your rain forecasted at 60%. Temperatures starting off with a low of 17, reaching a high of 21 degrees. And for the remainder of the week, you can expect cloudy and rainy conditions to definitely stick around. Over in Bloemfontein, the day brings a partly cloudy skies for you. You can expect temperatures to climb from a low of 16 up to a high of 28 degrees. Good weather on your side, but looking ahead, you can definitely expect partly cloudy skies in your region, and it seems like this is going to continue all the way into next week. Over in Richards Bay, let's go to the coast now, and it looks like predominantly cloudy weather today. Temperatures will be ranging between 22 and 28 degrees on your side of town. And looks like the rest of the week has cloudy conditions sticking around with rain forecast for Sunday. Over the coastline in Durban, it looks like mostly cloudy skies are starting things off. You've got temperatures ranging from a warm 22 all the way up to a comfortable 28 degrees. Moderate winds coming from the northeast at 29 kilometers per hour. And this is what you can expect for the rest of the week in Durbs. Looks like cloudy weather and sunshine. Mthatha is experiencing mostly sunny skies today. Temperatures are starting off in a cool 17, reaching a hot 33 degrees. For the rest of the week, you can expect cloudy skies to stick around with temps in the lower 30s. Enjoy the weather. Moving to Craddock, and the sunshine seems to be dominating your side of town. Expect temperatures climbing from 18 degrees up to a scorching 36 degrees Celsius. Craddock, get your costumes on today if you can. Over the coming days, though, temperatures remain in the mid-30s, so do pace yourself in the heat. Over in GQ Gqeberha, the skies will be bright and sunful today. Temperatures are ranging from a warm 19 degrees up to a hot 31. And as we head into the weekend, warm conditions persist with partly cloudy skies. So definitely make the most of that out in GQ Gqeberha. Apart from Tuesday, looks like good weather all around. Over in George, you'll have a sun-filled day across the region. Bring it on. The temperature's starting at a cool 13, but up to a nice pleasant 23 for your maximum today. And if we look ahead, sunny skies are definitely seeming to dominate your week. You've got temps ranging in the mid-20s, so definitely get outside and make the most of that beautiful weather in George. Cape Town sees the start of your day and your Friday bringing some bright and sunny skies. The temperature starting off at 17 and moving to a pleasant 27 degrees. Perfect way to start the weekend. And you also got a cool breeze coming through from the south to just keep things extra fresh. I know Cape Town's going to be loving the fact that there's not too much wind. That's only for Thursday. So yay, let's celebrate. Over in Sutherland, though, you can experience mostly sunny conditions in your region. Temperatures ranging from a cool 14, climbing up to a nice warm 29 degrees. It looks beautiful out there. And going into the weekend, you can expect partly sunny skies. A little bit of rain is forecast for Sunday, so get out there before it comes through and make the most of it. Kimberley, you can expect beautiful balances of cloudy skies today. Temperatures ranging from 17 up to 31 degrees. And over the next few days, you can expect partly cloudy conditions with temps in the lower 30s. I think it's perfect for picnics out in the sun. Uppington, last but not least, let's see how hot it's getting out there today. Promises plenty of sunshine. You've got bright and clear skies. Your temperatures climb from 18 to 37 degrees. It's a scorcher out there. And if you are looking for heat, you found the right place. The rest of the week up in the 40s when it comes to the temperatures. So get out there. The rest of the forecast on the country is what you can see right now on your screens and a lot of the weather conditions. But the condition I'm looking forward to is the sunrise view coming through from KZN this morning. Oh yeah, Nancy, our favorite. Nancy all the way from Pennington sharing this beautiful shot. 28 degrees in Durban today. The coastline's going to be beautiful. And much like the look of this picture, the sun is coming out to play. Partly cloudy conditions, but beautiful nonetheless. And I can't thank you enough, Mzansi. Nancy, one of our most familiar family members. We always appreciate your sunrise view. And remind them, Mzansi, let's do it one more time in the next hour. The number is 063 036 9649. Can you beat Nancy? Well, we'll find out in the next hour. Oh, look at that.
Very fancy, Nancy. I can see you're trying to pull me away from the bed. The bed is calling me, but that outside view looks amazing. So maybe it's a balance, but the bed is still winning because it's World Sleep Day at the moment. And I think all of us understanding the power of sleep. And we're going to get into a very telling conversation in just a moment. But I'm almost kind of treading water right now because I don't know how to wrap my head around the number I'm about to reveal to you. Get ready for millions pouring down this Friday for someone. Powerball and Powerball Plus are bringing in a massive 135 million rand in total guaranteed jackpots today. That's got to be a record. Come on. We are going to make it rain. Lots of cash this March, literally all over the whole country. So Powerball, 93 million rand today. Powerball Plus sitting at a whopping 42 million rand today. Please play both. What are you waiting for? Get your tickets in store as soon as they open. nationallottery.co.za online right now. You can go onto their mobile app. You can go onto your own cell phone banking setup. Just do it. And we'll remind you all day, every day on the Expresso social, so you can go and check it out, get those details in, and then push or play your Powerball and Powerball Plus for 135 million rand in guaranteed jackpots today. I'd have a bed like this in every single room. Every day would be World Sleep Day. Now, we are going to have a really interesting discussion in a moment, looking at how you sleep, the sleep position, and what that might say about your personality and the kind of person you are. We'll have a bit of fun with that after the break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Wake up. We're on TV. We're on like live TV in front of a whole lot of people there. I keep telling you this every day. No, it's World Sleep Day. It's all right. You can sleep. You can stay. How nice does that feel, eh?
Oh, so good.
I know, and I know
What
we
is
haven't
this
dressed
thing
up
on?
our
Wow.
beautiful bed because we're going to be looking at the layers beneath what informs our sleep because we need to know this on World Sleep Day. So we thought we'd also have a little bit of fun today and see what we can learn about ourselves, diving into something that everyone does, but not everyone does the same way.
Definitely not, yeah.
And that's, of course, how we sleep. From the fetal position to the starfish. I have a feeling you might be a bit of a starfish. Your favorite sleeping position might reveal more about us than we think.
Let's have a conversation about this because we've been alluding to this the entire morning, but we've got some official positions that we want to
Okay.
discuss, starting with the fetal position. Now check this one out. If you resonate with this or find yourself lying in this position, then listen to what this might say about you. This says that you're sensitive on the inside, but you may appear tough outside.
Oh, really?
You are
Okay.
very introverted or thoughtful. You seek comfort and security, and you're often creative.
That's
Could this
nice.
be you?
Well, I have a feeling people are going to change the way they sleep now based
Like,
on
I
these
wanna sleep
descriptions.
like
I
that,
want a bit more of
actually.
that
Yeah,
action.
yeah, more comfort.
Okay, I like that.
Fetal position, nice. Okay?
And it does. There's something about that. Just even hearing it, I'm like, the
so
mother's
nice.
embrace. I like
Yeah.
that a lot. Now we move on to the log
Oh, whoa.
position. So it's kind of self-explanatory. I feel like out of necessity, I end up in the log position just to
Is this
survive
you?
the dogs and the kids. So this is what it might say about you, that you're easygoing and sociable. Okay. Trusting of others, friendly and open, sometimes a bit too trusting. Wow, I've
don't
got to
know.
change the way I sleep, man.
I would have thought someone that sleeps like that's very uptight, you know? They're
Yeah,
just,
very
uptight
restricted
and
and-
just you're
But
stiff.
as in sleep, you're not in life. You've got to have balance, bro.
Right,
You've got to have balance.
as we are discovering, right? So we've got two positions.
Okay.
Here's the third one. Have you ever heard of the yearner position?
Sure.
Look at this one. Now, I resonate slightly a little bit
It's
with
like
this.
a mountain climber.
It's almost like the recovery position after you've done first aid to a victim, actually. Now, what this might say about you is that you are open to new experiences, but you're still cautious. You can be indecisive, but once you make a decision, you usually stick to it. Usually, you are thoughtful and you are reflective. Well, I think I could vibe with this one, maybe.
And you might also have a life-saving badge if you're a scout. I think. I just
I'm
have a
telling you, that's the
feeling.
recovery position. After you've done like the vomit drill or CPR, that's where you put them, man. Just rest.
And that's where I'm sitting next to you in the fetal position, just rocking, waiting for the moment to end. All right, this one I think everyone knows
What do you got,
someone.
bro?
The starfish position,
Ooh.
okay? Just take that whole bed. Take it. What this might say about you, you're a good listener. Okay, so there are some redeemable qualities. You're a loyal friend. You don't like being the center of attention. You're supportive of others.
Interesting.
Wow.
For me, this just speaks to someone that just has a hectic day. and
I
you're just
think-
like dead. Like, oh, that was too much.
Whoever wrote this list is a starfish sleeper.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
a
I figured out
starfish.
this
I
whole
know. We
thing,
on
man.
to you. Okay. Starfish sorted. I love that position, actually.
And if you're in a relationship with someone who sleeps like that, it can make life rather challenging.
We're calling
I'm
that
speaking
that's the bachelor
on
position.
behalf of a
You're a
friend.
bachelor, that's the only way you can sleep like that. If you know, you know. All right. Now, next up, we've got the soldier position.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, this is a very interesting one, and very much like
Okay.
the log, but more just on your back, I guess. So, G-Man, you look like you'd be comfortable in this one.
And there, she's got the look of trauma on her face as well that generally goes with me trying to figure out how I can sleep.
Well, listen, if you are a
look at
soldier,
that.
wow, that's probably where it comes from. Now, if you're one of these soldiers, what it says about you is that you are quiet and reserved, you're disciplined, you're highly personal in terms of your standards, and you just don't like drama. And also, you might be a good candidate for the army.
But, so we've, again, or getting your life-saving badge. So I'm guessing between the log and the soldier, they're quite similar positions,
there's a
but
line
very
there.
different people, eh? So I wonder if that's like the difference between a millimeter or an edge. I don't know.
Same, yeah, man.
Okay, this one, I quite like the sound of this for my night of sleep. The free fall.
Hey, this is me, G. This
we
is me. I
go.
thought it didn't exist. I got it.
Oh, man.
Why do I do that, though?
How do you even breathe, man?
Yeah.
So what this might say about you, you're outgoing and bold, definitely.
Okay, yeah.
You can be playful and adventurous, definitely.
Yeah.
You dislike criticism.
Yeah, I guess. I
I'm
don't
going
like
to criticize you right now
No,
and say
don't,
you
no.
dislike criticism.
No,
okay?
don't.
And he likes being in control. So this does speak to your personality.
This is actually very true. The cost of this position is that you always have a stiff neck on one side. But hey, if it means adventurous and freedom, I'll take it.
It kind of always, I'm going to show you how I sleep, because
I'm dying to know this.
when I sleep, I'm trying to have a nap in the day because we don't sleep at night, and I'll sleep like that.
You just escape the world?
Literally.
Wow.
And I can sleep like that anywhere. I can even do it in a car with one hand. You must,
Bro,
man,
so
when you've got it. Okay,
That's so
I'm going to
different
take a
to me.
step back and let you
give me some
free
space,
fall
because
into
literally, this is me on the bed. I'm like, oh, what a hectic day. I literally climbed into this position, and
See, it's more of a mountain climber for me, but that's a beautiful angle for you, man. That's your good side,
are we
dude.
still
You
working?
found your good
Bro,
side.
I'm telling you, that is such a feel. If you've never done it, try it tonight. You might wake up on Monday.
I'm just going to go through the list, decide which kind of person I want to be, and sleep like that, and hopefully that it's going to end up. But let's see how you guys sleep and maybe what we can tell about you. Nasifa saying, I love to sleep on my stomach. That's when I know I'm having a good sleep.
Ooh,
so she likes to have control as well.
Yeah, that reminds me of Pooh Bear. I imagine Pooh Bear sleeps like that, on his honey belly.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes me tired now, just thinking about Pooh Bear sleeping.
More comments though, and Colleen Amsterdam says, I sleep sprawled across the bed.
Okay,
Can't lay on
3-4.
my back or left side due to spine problems and osteoarthritis on my left side. Oh, interesting. So making the best
found a
out
way.
of a tricky situation.
Yeah, well
Silver
done.
lining.
And I'm glad that you are getting your sleep. Well done. Let's hear from Kelly Jonas saying, good morning, Expresso team. I'm definitely a side sleeper. It's the only way I can sleep comfortably. Happy World Sleep Day!
Yeah, not bad. And great conversations coming through again. We've got more to share right now because everybody's different. And even Tembelikle says, good morning, Expresso team. I'm a wild card sleeper.
Nice.
Sprawl mode activated. Ching ching.
I love
like
that. I think we could add the mountain climber in there because it's kind of dynamic. If you're
that's
not just
true.
static while you're sleeping, but you're constantly moving and punching your partner in the face. I think I've been punched in the face, actually, on purpose or not. I don't know.
It happens though, man.
It is going to happen. But the most important element is that you need to get the sleep. And we can joke about it as much as you want. It's a science. And thankfully, we can lean into decades of knowledge. We'll get into the science of how you can sleep better. Very much so.
It's got something to do with this. Yeah.
If we were awake.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, you know it is World Sleep Day, so when in Rome, of course, we put the PJs on. But there's another reason why I'm doing this. It is obviously World Sleep Day. This is a global reminder that good sleep isn't a luxury, it's an essential part of our health. And today we're going to be celebrating it in the best possible way. We've got brand executive at Sealy Posturepedic, George Negrini, in the building, and he's here to talk about how to sleep smarter and more soundly. If you're paying attention to our conversations this morning, you know how important this is. Plus, he's also got an exciting announcement for one very lucky viewer. So let's get straight into this. Firstly, man, thank you for being here this morning. This is a great day that we're celebrating, and you're awake, so thank you for doing that.
Very early.
Yeah, it's always a challenge coming out of your Feel Good Breakfast show, but you're looking incredible. I want to talk about the real importance of today because, man, our lives get so busy. It gets so hectic. Why is, amidst all of this, sleep still such an important thing, even with this crazy lifestyle that we're building? Why is it imperative that we make it an important part of our life?
So basically, it's World Sleep Day, and the whole theme is sleep well, live well. And at Sealy, that's one of the things. That's always the end goal. We just want to get the clients to have a good night's rest and obviously operate the next day at full capacity. And by just doing that, you've heard all the health benefits basically of what sleep entails. It increases your mood, concentration, and that's all the things that you need to operate on an optimal level the next day.
So it's essential, clearly.
Yeah,
we have to have it.
Yes.
Right? Now, I get into these situations, and I'm sure a lot of them, Zanzi, will resonate with me right now. Some nights you're working late into the night, you don't get all the sleep that you want to. So then the weekend comes through, and I say to myself, okay, I'm going to maybe cancel this plan and that plan, and I'm going to sleep instead and catch up on the sleep that I missed in the week. Is that a real thing, though? Like, mentally, I think I'm doing something good, but what's your stance on this? Is it an actual thing? Can you catch up on sleep?
Shucks, in my opinion, I would definitely say it's a myth.
Oh, no!
No, definitely, because I see it as time. You've lost yesterday, you can't turn back time, and we're all in a busy life. So basically, you sit in your car, and you go home, you try to work, and then you think, oh, I'm going to catch up on sleep at over the weekend, but just something happens, and then you just lose it, and basically you can't recover from that.
So you can't catch up on sleep, but what you possibly can do is get a good night's sleep. And when you are sleeping, you can make sure that that quality is of the utmost. So why would you say then that Sealy is such a trusted brand in the market? Why people have still been turning to it to get that box ticked and to get that good quality sleep?
You see, at Sealy, there's three things that we focus on. It's comfort, support, and durability. And
comfort, support, durability. Okay, I like that. Yeah.
All right, from a support point of view, Sealy is backed up by science. We've got very unique spring systems that we put into our products, uniquely designed for us to give you that correct spinal alignment. And with that, we paired with nice comfort level, specialty foams, gel memory foam, hybrid flex foam, some really exciting stuff. And you smash that together and get a long-lasting, durable product.
Hang on, now G-Man and I were actually just chatting on the bed earlier. I gotta say, it's obviously hot, right?
Yes.
And there's a lot of weird feelings that I got. So I was sitting on this thing and thinking like normally I'm gonna get like a little bit extra sweatiness now that I'm in the duvet and the blanket, but it seems to be cool. It seems to be like a calming feel. I'm not even going to talk about the comfort because clearly if I do, I'm going to maybe fall asleep. But there's a lot going on here with regards to tech, I'm sure. What's
100%.
actually happening underneath me?
So this actual product that you sleep or lying on, sitting on now, it's our Sealy Hybrid range. It's part of our national Sealy Master brand range. And it's in the name Hybrid, best of both worlds. We've got a body zone body sense zone pocket spring system in here, and it's actually reinforced in the middle, so giving you that correct spinal alignment. And you mentioned something about cooling. With that, we pair it with those specialty foams that I spoke about, gel memory foam, and that also enhanced the coolness of the product and in the ticking. So I think for Cape Townians this week, this bed would have made a lot of sense to have a nice cooling bed and to have a great night's rest.
I think everyone's going to be like, okay, well, that alone, let me get on it, man. But any other technology that you can talk about? Because, I mean, I'm looking at this thing, I'm seeing layers, I'm seeing directions, I'm feeling a lot. What's underneath the duvet? Can I reveal the secrets? Are we allowed to reveal these secrets on
100%.
national TV? All right. So what is going on here? What am I looking at? Everything feels different. It's like a journey.
Definitely. So like I mentioned, we take attention to details, and science in our products is like one of our go-tos.
Yeah.
And we will start off with the top part. We've got Allergen Protect. That's like a treatment that we put on our products. That's antibacterial, anti-dust.
Oh, amazing.
That also basically assists in it. And then we go down to our comfort layers, which we've got my Cool Smart Gel Memory Foam, and then we get to the actual spring unit, the engine of the bed, the body sense zone pocket spring system. That obviously helps to reduce movement and partner disturbance, and it just gives you that correct spinal alignment. Added to that, we've got our Duraflex edge support, the size of the mattress, so you can sleep right to the edge of the mattress and you won't fall off. And
Oh,
it sort of
nice. Okay.
gives you that nice space.
I literally felt that when we were talking, and I was waiting for that like slip off the edge.
Of course,
Nah, man, it
100%.
just hold me.
Yeah, so you can sleep right on the edge and you still make space for all the kids and the dogs and the cats and everything, so you can all squeeze in.
Okay, so this makes sense with regards to the question we're asking him, Mzansi, about all these different sleep positions. So you're mentioning it's kind of got these supportive zones that assist us
100%.
in all these crazy positions. This bed looks amazing. I see another one over here. Is there a difference? Can we talk about it? Because the angle here seems weird, bro. Did we not install this correctly, or is this supposed to be like this? Let's maybe walk over.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Okay, so what's happening here, man?
So under the Sealy umbrella, we've got various ranges. So we obviously spoke about the hybrid bed, or hybrid range, and then we move over to our adjustable range.
So this is an adjustable power range.
This is our adjustable power foundation that we've got here. And just by looking at it, you can see it's slightly elevated. So I'm going to ask you to lie down, experience
You don't
it.
have to ask me twice
Please.
as well, bro. Okay, so, all right. So what's the reason for the shape, the curve? What's going on here?
So it just basically gives you that option of either elevating your head first and your feet. So because a lot of times when we drive home, then you would think, oh, jeepers, I just want to get home, put my feet up. And with this product, you basically can do that. So I'm going to take you through a small demonstration just to mention and highlight a couple of features.
Okay.
And then you can tell me what you feel and experience.
Okay.
So but basically, you can start off by just doing a slight tilt like like the current position
Hold
that
on
you're
now.
in. And so with this, you've got like an anti-snore function. So if you do have a bit of a problem or your partner is a bit snoring
This is
a bit,
something that I avoid because when I am sleeping on my back, you don't have this angle, so you often find yourself, like your neck's exposed.
100%.
I love this. This will make me change my whole sleep situation, man.
Definitely.
Okay.
So then we obviously have the function of just elevating your legs before as well.
No ways.
And that also gives you that additional health benefits of blood circulation and so on. And by doing that, we call this your zero gravity position. So this is where you take all the pressure off your spine, your feet is elevated, your blood flows freely.
Brother, as an athlete, when we always talk about rest, ice, compression, elevation,
100%.
this is literally recovery while you sleep. Man, I need this.
So while you're
Incredible.
lying down like that, we basically it's got a massage function as well.
No, you're lying,
Wave
dude.
mode, so you don't have to
No
pay and
ways.
invest in a massage. So I'm gonna just actually take out the pillow now.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna.
You're telling me this bed massage? Oh, guys, you can't feel this right now. There are these beautiful, light sort of pulses and these soft vibrations coming through right now.
100%.
I'm thinking of how my fascia will just relax, how the muscles will just kind of ease into this.
There we go.
Am I being transported? Are we going to? Dude, that's incredible. Okay, listen, this is what it's about, man. And I know that you could probably spend a good couple hours talking
Definitely.
about all the benefits of this. But I think, Mzansi, you need to experience this for yourself. Head down to maybe a Sealy Posturepedics showroom and feel this comfort right now. Unfortunately, I need to get back up here so I can talk to Mzansi. Can you elevate me again?
Perfect. There we go.
Look at this. It's like I'm rising, coming from the future, bringing you everything you need to know about the best bed in the world. Guys, this is comfort that adapts to you. I mean, what could be sweeter? Here's something that I think just might be, seeing that we are celebrating World Sleep Day, I think it's time to announce, what do you say, the winner of the gorgeous Sealy hybrid bed worth 15,000 Rand. And George, seeing that you are here, do you mind maybe doing the honors for us?
Definitely. Let me just grab the envelope there.
Okay, I
and
don't know
then-
if I want to actually get off this bed, to be honest, because it's so comfortable. So I'm going to chill here while you do that. And Mzansi, get ready because it is officially time to announce our winner. And
Okay, great. We've got the handle here, and the handle is @silent.nova843. So
Silent Nova 843, put your hands together! George, thank you so much for that announcement. But you've just won yourself a Sealy Posturepedic hybrid bed worth 15,000 Rand. And trust me, your sleep is about to change forever. George, I'm not going to stand up because I don't want to lose this feeling right now. But a reminder, Mzansi, if you can't catch up on sleep, which we've just found out now, you can make every night at least count. And that's with some good sleep, maybe a good bed, and officially me saying, Happy World Sleep Day, Mzansi. Thank you so much, George. I'll see you on Monday.
Great.
Hi guys, we're the Gut Girls and we're super excited to have partnered with Entiro in their Feed the Good campaign.
You stand a chance of winning one of 3 Le Creuset 5,000 Rand hampers weekly.
Head over to the Entiro website and download the Feed the Good recipe booklet.
You then cook one of these recipes, take a picture and upload it to your social media platform and tag Entiro Probiotic.
If you missed any of the details, find them in the caption below as well as the T's and C's.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
3 pains, 1 hero. Tri-Park, triple relief. Park the pain your way. Grab yours today. Available in original and lemon flavors.
When we need it. You might be getting ready for your morning already, on the move maybe. Maybe that's when the pain makes its presence felt, and that's when Tri-Park makes all of the difference. Tri-Park offers triple relief for headaches, for toothaches, and for colds and flu. We know those aches and pains. It's ready to work in just 8 seconds so that you can keep your morning moving. Tri-Park, the pain powder that Gogo trusts to keep close. Ready when everyday pain hits.
3 pains, 1 hero. Tri-Park, triple relief. Park the pain your way. Grab yours today. Available in original and lemon flavors.
Welcome back to the kitchen. Have you had breakfast yet? I hope you have, but if you haven't, Helene's still here. We're making an amazing, delicious salad. Everything green. Yeah. It's my favorite. What are we making?
Well, you can eat it any time of the day. Over there, it's served with eggs, but if you want to make a supper out of it, you can do that as well with fish or chicken. So this is your healthy base, and then you can decide on the protein that you want to add to it. Plant-based, animal, egg, whatever.
I love this. I'm going to actually do some cooking.
Yes.
Because
This
I've
way.
not cooked much this whole week that I've been on TV. I've been eating most of the time, which is fun. It's always good, but I do miss it. So I'm going to jump in. Can you talk to me about the ingredients and how this aids our sleep?
Yes, as we said earlier, what we eat is not only about what we're leaving out or omitting, so also very much what we're including. So we want to help our stomachs to have something that digests easily so that you can sleep better. You also want something that helps your brain to have those hormones and the melatonin and things that helps you sleep. We want to aid our brains in having that quiet, less anxious sort of state. And greens are known for that, especially leafy greens. So the mushrooms have been sauteed, but you know the nuttiness of that just adds so much flavor. I'm going to make a very quick dressing with olive oil, apple cider vinegar and mustard, and that's going to become our dressing. You can really be creative with the greens that you use, but there's potassium, magnesium and calcium in all of the elements that we're going to include.
Potassium, magnesium and calcium. Okay.
And they all aid the formation of melatonin. And we also want to, if you then want to make...
Excuse. For a second, my brain goes, how does that make me darker? Wait, that's melanin. Melatonin.
It's here.
Let's talk about melatonin for a second. What does melatonin actually do? Because it's a word we hear a lot when we talk about sleep. What does melatonin do?
It helps your brain to sort of settle down, if I can put it straightforward like that. So we are trying to help our brains do that.
I like this, through food. I love that.
And we also want to, you can just saute that with this as well, and then we're going to toss some of the dressing into that.
I mean, I do love that we can have everything raw. I love that too.
Yeah, so please don't overcook the green beans. You would know that.
No.
We still want the color.
In fact, we're not even going to cook it. We're going to let it for a second and that's it.
Flash it in the pan.
And sorry, you were saying the melatonin, yes.
Yeah. So we also don't want to get hungry in the middle of the night. So that's why you would add a protein, and you can decide if you want to make this a more filling meal. You can serve all of these vegetables on a bit of brown rice, maybe. You can use quinoa if you don't want to eat a meat with that. But even just a piece of fish or chicken fillet, something light and fresh that's not going to make you uncomfortable, but that's going to give you enough sustenance to go through the night. It's also important that you make sure that your food is flavorful. So the very simple dressing, especially when people want to eat healthier, they often think, oh, bland, boring, tastes like nothing. But if you have a simple combination of flavors, that becomes a synergy. So greens and mustard are always good together. Lemon juice is my go-to seasoning. I call it the new salt. So I will always add some lemon juice to a meal. And you can literally just, if you wanted to, toss some of the mushrooms into the hot pan so that you can very quickly wilt some of the spinach. And you can keep that raw, or you can toss that in as well. And then we're just going to drizzle.
And I think that's important because that is how you maintain texture. Because when we talk about, and I don't want to say eating healthy, because it's not about eating healthy.
It's
about
eating
mindful.
lekker.
Yeah, there we go. It's about eating lekker, and lekker is a good word. Because it is the actual emotion and how you feel after eating well, mindfully.
Exactly.
So it's all about that,
eat to enjoy it. Satisfaction is sort of the word that comes to mind for me. So you want to feel satisfied in the sense of full, but you also want to feel happy after your meal.
Yes.
So it must be enjoyable. Food is there to enjoy, not to just... It's not just something you do during the day because you have to. It's something that you want to
we're talking about like, almost talking about every dinner time, every shared meal time being almost like a ritual. We come together, we sit down together, and we make these moments more meaningful. And that's when the food that we're actually serving is important as well. I like this pan. I'm not even using a spatula, I'm just going like that.
Just toss.
There we go. And that's enough heat for me to wilt the spinach a little bit. And I'm always looking for a reason to use vegetables. I know, it's so weird. This is the new menu, and I spoke about the new me. But like vegetables, I am so obsessed with amazing produce and people that are creating delicious or working on delicious produce. Beautiful fresh spinach, mushrooms. Oh, salt and pepper. Let me get you some tongs. Oh, we've got some tongs there.
Yeah. And I mean,
Lovely.
it's colourful and flavorful. Yeah, that's the thing with greens. You don't want to overcook them. You want them to be... Beans must not be grey. They must be green.
I went to Holy Cross Convent in preschool. I don't think those nuns knew that green beans were supposed to stay green. Those nuns, I think they cooked the green out of it. It was just grey.
You know what was my worst? My grandmother made it, is that mixture of the potatoes and the green beans and the onions. And I know the green beans then were much thicker and firmer, so they had to cook a little bit longer. But to get the potatoes cooked, the poor beans, shame. They were grey by the time.
So maybe I owe the nuns an apology. My bad.
Yeah,
If you...
but you can make that mixture and just stir your beans in towards the end, you know.
There we
but,
go.
Oh, I could
There we
never
go. Get the recipe,
appreciate
check
that.
the QR code on screen. Helene, it's been an absolute pleasure having you in the kitchen this
Always
morning.
lekker.
I'm loving and crunching on these green beans. I'm going to be taking some greens to my co-presenters. They're going to be checking it out. We're going to an ad break. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we're going to be talking winter. Winter,
No.
I know, right? Can you
No,
wait?
it's 40 degrees outside.
I can't wait for it. We're talking winter fashion with Willie, so don't go anywhere. We'll see you after the break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, I'm Zanzi. Welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And Friday has never looked this good, especially when you got a stylista standing next to me like we do right now. And especially as we talk about the cooler season, which is creeping in. Now, Woolworths are continuing to focus on value, quality, and everyday style. And the latest range offers older kids versatile wardrobe staples, from cozy fleece and denim to easy layering pieces that are perfect for the season ahead. Now, we have kidswear designer from Woolworths, Azola Billy, who's joining us to show us some of the must-have pieces for older kids this autumn and winter. Azola, it's so good to have you in the studio. How are you doing?
So I'm good.
You're looking incredible.
Thank you.
I know there's a reason why they got you here, because you're the man with the styling plan.
Yes,
and especially when it comes to designing for kids, is that quite an interesting challenge for you? Because we got to talk about not just the fact that they got to look good, but durability, longevity, everything needs to come into play, functionality when designing for kids as well. It's not just about the look. How are you getting getting that right, bro.
You know, it's quite interesting because this older kid has their own personality, you
Yeah.
know. And also, we have to understand that this winter, this is a build onto their wardrobe. They're coming from summer, and South African weather is quite interesting.
Yes.
So we'll see as our kid come on of how he's styled. That's what's important for them. It's more of a build-on of what they have and the essentials that deserves to be there in the closet.
I like that. And you're also obviously then saving our bang for our buck there by almost using the clothing we have to transition into the season, not just get rid of it. Love that, man. So let's talk about some of the features that you have here. Obviously, something that I know is important is layering. As we get into the season, I get excited for layering because it means options, different ways to make me feel better or feel different about it. What have you got and what's essential for this season?
So we have over here, you'll say as our kid would come in now, we have over here these essential items. As we know, a t-shirt is one important key item that you need to have in your closet. But what we did over here is introducing some more updated fabrication. So we focus more in the details of the fabrication. And if you can see here, we feel this nice interlock heavyweight t-shirt. It doesn't give that peel effect, you know. So it's able to last even longer.
Yeah, and
so
the kid's not going to get irritated by the feel. Don't you find that they're always like, they don't like the feeling
it feels
of certain...
scratchy, it feels a bit
So
uncomfortable
material
sometimes.
quality is important, yeah?
Yes, so like if you can see here, for example, our everyday lower price fleece, which is quite very beautiful. So as I said,
how do you get it so soft, bro?
We make sure that our sourcing team sources the best supplies there is for our brand in Woolworths. So that's why we focus more in the fabrication and in the detail of things rather than looking too much forward and making it too fussy for us as well.
I like the sound of that, and I know you were talking about bringing a model in, so maybe we could do that right now and maybe speak to this look, how you've styled this one, and what the sort of vibe and sentiment was behind this. So bring in our first model. The man's coming through from backstage here. Oh, bro, give me a five. I love this. Come forward, show off this incredible look.
Look at this cool kid. Look at this
talk
cool
to me
kid.
about this, man. Hey, look at this guy.
As we say, you know, in Cape Town, we have interesting weather. We are going into winter now, but at the same time, it's quite hot. As they mentioned, it's 40 degrees. Yeah. And its layering is important. As you can see, the relevancy of the long sleeve rugby golfer, which is a trend key item, but as well as introducing the color that can play more into that transitional period, which is what we are living on now, this baking sun.
And you mentioned earlier that by dressing a kid up in a certain way allows him to feel
free.
This man feels and looks confident. He looks happy. The man looks like he's ready to go out on the weekend and make the most of it. Come on now, bro. This is how it's done.
And then as well as not forgetting our denim, which is this cool carpenter jeans, which is relevant for the season as well.
So this is not only just obviously something that looks good, again, it plays to the functionality of the fact that Mans can move. I mean, he's moving his legs and he's dancing with absolute freedom. So functional, he can play in this as well if he wants to. He can go out to his friends and dance.
It's still look cool. It's still look cool in it. Yes, and as you can see, it's quite relaxed, but we're not going too oversized, which is like maybe not making it too fussy and too trend forward, but still keeping in this
all right.
style.
From one supermodel to the next, let's see what else you got going. We've got one of our young gals coming in, and let's bring them through from backstage onto the runway. And look at that smile. Okay.
And I also want to show you over here, when you come over this side, these are some of the gold pieces that we have over here, which plays into from the boys into the girls, where we also have our nice interlock in the girls, but also introducing some depth in it, introducing stripe with nice contrast detailing. And then also not forgetting about, as I said, you get your lower price point items, but also not forgetting that there is the fashion items as well that is relevant for the season. As you can see over here, some printed versions, and as well as the focus is more on the fabrication as well, the comfortability.
But as well with regards to the functionality, again, for me, it's not just functional in terms of play and the way she's moving and smiling, but also how you could potentially then layer this. I mean, any of these items
can match back to these items. So it's more solution dressing for this kid and not making it fussy for them. As they are creating their own personality, they're able to mix and match. And then also, you know, not forgetting about now, winter is definitely going to be
It's coming through.
So we have to speak about this particular jackets, you know, for those rainy days when it comes in.
Bro, we're looking at Joburg right now and certain parts in the north. They're already experiencing some thunder showers and rain. So they can already get involved in this. To our beautiful supermodel, thank you so much. Can I get a high five? Yeah, high five with confidence, with style and pizzazz. And Zola, this is what it's about. You're talking about not making it too fussy. I know kids sometimes wake up and they just want to go. So the fact that you have items that allow you to mix, match, and interplay is such a win. But durability for kids is the most important
thing.
They play, they get rough. How do you tick this box of durability?
So this is where us at Woolworths, we take very so much pride in it, is that we make our sourcing team source the best suppliers. And also when we receive these suppliers, we make sure we put them through rigorous testing to make them make sure our fabric quality is the best quality, making sure that our stitch detailing is the proper stitching for the right garment as well, you know. And then also the practicality part of things is the hardness, as I showed you, the carpenter pants. It's quite relevant. But if you think about carpenter, you know, when they're kneeling, doing all of those things, that's the important thing. And, you know, the barn jackets. So it's all about that durability
denim's
for this
functional and good quality materials are too. So I can't thank you for doing exactly that, bringing all the good looks, the functionality and the styling for our kids, our older kids as well. And I think they've never looked this good. Thanks to you, Zola. And I know that there's many options that you can choose from. You can head down to Woolworths. You can find these looks online, in store, and of course on the app. So what are you waiting for? The season is transitioning, and so should the mood and the cool looks that your kids have too. Zola, that was prime stuff, man. Thank you so much,
Nice
brother.
seeing you, man.
Let's style into the weekend now.
Yes, waiting for you all to shop. Thank you.
Oh, loving the dripping its way out of studio. It's how the kids feel when they get dressed up. That is the most exciting prospect for a parent. Well done. Absolutely nailed it. Just in time for the news as well. Let's get into our final news bulletin for the day. And we start here in South Africa, where President Cyril Ramaphosa says releasing the interim report of the Madlanga Commission could jeopardize its ongoing work and would be unfair to witnesses who have not yet testified. He was responding to questions in the National Assembly. Ramaphosa also noted that the inquiry still requires evidence from several individuals and that publishing incomplete findings could affect investigations and questioning moving forward. The Commission is probing allegations by Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi relating to criminality and political interference in the justice system, and widespread at that. Its mandate has been extended to the 31st of August this year, with a second interim report expected in May. So watch this space. Well, we stay in South Africa, where former public protector and law professor Thuli Madonsela has warned that hunger and inequality threaten both dignity and democracy in South Africa. She was speaking at hearings hosted by the South African Human Rights Commission. Madonsela highlighted food insecurity affecting many households and students who struggle to afford meals while studying. And she described hunger as a systemic problem linked to inequality and affordability rather than food shortages. And the hearings are examining challenges in the country's food systems and aim to ensure that the constitutional right to food is fully realized. Now we cast a wider gaze as a Chinese national was arrested at Nairobi's Jomo Kenyatta International Airport carrying more than 2,200 live garden ants packed in test tubes with soft tissue paper amid increasing cases of insect smuggling in Kenya. So investigators said that the ants that are valuable to enthusiasts who maintain colonies and ant farms were part of a wider trafficking network and certainly opened up a window into that world. Authorities are examining the suspects' devices, who are linking similar recent seizures in Bangkok to Kenya now, and suggesting that a coordinated international operation exploiting the country's very unique insect species. Now we move even further afield, where Iranian state media broadcasted a message from the newly elected supreme leader, Mojtaba Khomeini, signaling a defiance and warning that Iran would seek compensation from its enemies or destroy assets in retaliation. So the message emphasized Iran's continued blockade of the Strait of Hormuz, and Iran has meanwhile continued its missile attacks on Gulf countries. Recent strikes hit 2 foreign tankers carrying Iraqi fuel, causing fires and 1 crew death in that moment. And while some of its ships and boats in the Persian Gulf have also come under attack, and I think we can expect an escalation in that space. Now we move to temper the news just a little bit with this story. While the gold statues, of course, grab the headlines at the Academy Awards, understandably, and that's on Sunday evening at the ceremony in Los Angeles, the glamorous Governor's Ball quietly steals the culinary spotlight. So celebrity chef Wolfgang Puck, world known, and a brigade of 120 top-tier chefs are going to prepare what looks like a very lavish feast for about 1,500 guests, featuring sushi, wood-fired pizzas, 90 kilograms of steak should be enough, and roughly 7,000 glasses of bubbles. And those leaving without an actual golden trophy can still claim a sweet consolation prize. Mini chocolate Oscar statuettes dusted in proper gold. And leftover food, of course, gets donated to residents of Skid Row, where it'll be shared with people in need after Hollywood's most glamorous night. And of course, on Monday, we will bring you the full Oscars report. So sit tight for that. Right now, let's get into our final sporting bulletin. A lot of talk around the Six Nations final weekend. Understandably, it's anyone's. Ireland recalled Jack Conan to their starting lineup. That's for their Six Nations championship clash up against Scotland, who have shown an amazing turnaround in form this year. Now, of course, led by captain Sione Tuipulotu and then fly half Finn Russell. Meanwhile, France have made 4 changes for their meeting with England, with Timo Malui set to make his international debut. They need the bonus point win to take the championship, so expect a fiery performance there. Now let's get back into the tail of the tape of last night's European football, as Porto claimed a 2-1 away win over VfB Stuttgart in their UEFA Europa League last 16 first leg, with Rodrigo Mora among the scorers there. Then Roma secured a nervy 1-1 draw at Bologna through Lorenzo Pellegrini, while Aston Villa continued to impress. They edged out Lille in a tough one, 1-0, thanks to a goal from their superstar Ollie Watkins. And we can get back into the build-up to the next big Grand Slam. Of course, it's all happening at Indian Wells as we speak. And Yannick Sinner, he powered into the semi-finals of the Indian Wells Open with a commanding 6-1, 6-2 win over Lerner Tien. That while Alexander Zverev, his new old foe, let's call him, also advanced after beating Arthur Fields 6-2, 6-3, reaching the event's last 4, interestingly enough, for the first time. But of course, setting up that semi-final clash with Sinner. Now, a little bit of rain affecting yesterday's local cricket, but it didn't slow down the Titans. They secured a 6-wicket victory over the Tuskers in their CSA One-Day Cup at Supersport Park. So the Tuskers posted 180 for 7 in a rain-shortened 20-over contest. But the Titans primed for the 20 overs. They chased it down, 181 in 19 overs, in fact, with Neil Brandt hitting a 58 not out there, boosting their position on the standings. Well done. Great sport all round. Enjoy the local derby action in the URC. Of course, the Stormers taking on the Bulls in Pretoria tomorrow should be an absolute cracker. But that's where we leave our sport.
Thank you so much, G-Man. And yes, for one last time, let's see what you should be wearing on your neck of woods as we dive into weather. Now, we're going to start off in Polokwane, and this is where you'll experience some showers today, predicted at 65%. Now, temperatures will start at 17 degrees and climb to a pleasant 24. And looking ahead, you're definitely in for a wet period continuing into next week. So stay dry in Polokwane if you can. Over in Klerksdorp, cloudy conditions is the theme for the day. You've got temperatures rising from 14 degrees to a warm 26. Now, rain is expected from today going into the weekend, with chances averaging around 28%. From Klerksdorp, we move over to Pretoria next, and it looks like you can definitely expect mostly showers throughout your day. Your temperatures will sit at between 16 and 24 degrees, and you can experience scattered showers which continue through the weekend, with 40% chance coming through on Saturday. Moving out to Jersey, the wet conditions continue. You'll be experiencing some light rain. Temperatures beginning at a low of 13, reaching a high of 21 degrees. And this rainfall, it's forecast for the remainder of the week. So please keep those raincoats close, Jersey, and stay dry if you can. Over in Mbombela, it brings a lot of rain, forecasted at 60% today. Temperatures will start off with a low of 17 and reach a high of 21 degrees. Now, for the remainder of the week, you can expect cloudy and rainy conditions to definitely be sticking around. Over in Bloemfontein, let's hope it's different, and it seems to be because it brings partly cloudy skies. You can expect temperatures to climb from a low of 16 up to a high of 28 degrees. Looking ahead, it looks like partly cloudy skies continue all the way into next week. Not too much rain, so it looks like good conditions all round. Richards Bay is experiencing predominantly cloudy weather today. Temperatures ranging between 22 and 28 degrees. You've got the rest of the week, got some cloudy conditions sticking around. And then it seems like there's rain forecast for Sunday. So stay dry until it comes through. On the coast in Durban, though, mostly cloudy skies are starting things off. You've got temperatures ranging from 22 climbing to a nice, comfortable 28 degrees. Moderate winds from the northeast at 29 kilometers per hour is expected. And it looks like mostly cloudy conditions for the rest. Mthatha experiences mostly sunny skies today. Temperatures starting off on a cool 17, reaching a hot 33 degrees. For the rest of the week, you can expect cloudy skies to stick around with the temps in the lower 30s. We move to Cradock next, where sunshine seems to be dominating your side of town. You can expect temperatures climbing from 18 degrees up to a scorching 36 degrees. It's hot out there, and over the next couple of days, the temperatures remain in the mid-30s, so pace yourself in the heat if you're out in Cradock. In GQ Gqeberha, your skies are bright and filled with sun today. Temperatures will range from a warm 19 degrees to a hot 31. And as we head into the weekend, the warm conditions persist. And it looks like it's going to be partly cloudy skies up until next week, Tuesday, when the rain comes through once again. In George, you'll have a sun-filled day across the region. Your temperature starting off at a cool 13, warming up to a pleasant 23 degrees. And looking ahead, sunny skies seem to be dominating, and your temps ranging in the mid-20s. So George is looking cool, calm, and collected. Go make some memories this weekend, George. In Cape Town, you'll be happy to know that the wind is at bay for now. You're starting off your Friday with bright and sunny skies. Temperature starting off at a warm 17 and climbing to a pleasant 27 degrees. So the heat wave seems to be at bay for today. You've got a cool breeze coming from the south, keeping things nice and fresh. And for the rest of the week, it seems like no wind up until next week, Thursday. So yay, celebrate that one if you're Cape Townian. Sutherland's experiencing mostly sunny conditions in your region. Temperatures ranging from 14 up to a nice 29 degrees. And going into the weekend, you can expect partly sunny skies. There is a rain forecasted on Sunday, so get out before it comes through and then stay warm towards the end of it. Kimberley, beautiful conditions. There's a balance of cloudy skies and warmth. Temperatures ranging between 17 and a nice warm 31 degrees. And over the next few days, you can expect more of this. Partly cloudy conditions, temps ranging in the lower 30s, and it just looks beautiful out in Kimberley all day long. Uppington, last but not least, promising plenty of sunshine, bright, clear skies, temperatures climbing from 18 up to, get this, a scorching 37 degrees. Woohoo! And looking ahead, you're definitely in some more heat. Temps are reaching 40 degrees. This is definitely the perfect excuse to chase the ice cream truck and dance in the streets. For the rest of the country, here's the weather patterns that you can expect. But of course, we're going to dive into one last sunrise view of the hour. Now, Keith Dyer has come through. He's been doing the most. Oh, look at this one. Cornubie in East London, looking like a little bit of paradise. And wow, wow, wow. If you're looking for somewhere to go, then East London should definitely be on the list. Keith Dyer has given us every reason to go visit. And with a beautiful sunrise shot like this, you know it's just going to be nothing but a beautiful day. Mzansi, thank you for all these incredible sunrise views. You got me smiling. You got G-Man smiling. And speaking of G-Man, what else you got for us, brother?
When bugs invade, use Raid. Raid kills bugs dead.
I'm sorry, I've had 3 attempts at this and I still haven't wrapped my little brain around this number. Mzansi, please get ready for millions to pour down this Friday and maybe every day for the rest of this year. Powerball and Powerball Plus are bringing a massive 135 million rand in total jackpots guaranteed. Today, we're going to make it rain lots of cash this March by playing your Powerball for 93 million rand and then Powerball Plus for 42 million rand today. So please, what are you waiting for? Buy your tickets in store with the biggest smile you've ever produced. Go online right now, nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking app. Super simple, and we've made it even easier by keeping all of those details on the Expresso socials. So you've got no excuses. Go panda, push, or play your Powerball and Powerball Plus for 135 million rand in total guaranteed jackpots today. good luck. We expect to see signs. Now, there are other winning opportunities available on the other side of this break. Of course, it feels like everyone is winning a prize when it comes to Tropica Island of Treasure. We get to be a part of this celeb's journey, a life-changing journey that could win them $1 million to share with their partner. That is crazy in itself. And then we might be sending someone to the Maldives on the holiday of a lifetime. Stay tuned.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, and with a smooth entrance, Tropica Island of Treasure Season 12 is officially here. And last week, Thursday, the brand hosted the most incredible, vibrant media launch in Johannesburg to introduce this year's unbelievably smooth celebrity cast. Best yet, I think.
Absolutely, and our very own Shanley Wong was there to capture all the excitement as the stars, the media, and Tropica team came together for the first time ahead of the new island adventure.
Can we officially cheers the new season? Let's take a look.
Hey, Feel Good fam, it's Shanley. We are out and about in Johannesburg at the Ivy Garden. It is officially here. Tropica Island of Treasure Season 12, and we are here at the media launch. It's going to be an absolutely beautiful day. Why? Because the celebrities have already been announced, and today they all get to hang out together for the very first time before heading over to the island, and you get to come along on the ride with us. Let's go. Why Why do you think Tropica Island of Treasure is such an important platform when it comes to clover?
Tropica Island of Treasure has been around for a very long time. We're in our 12th season and we're very, very excited for what's to come.
What are you looking forward to this season?
Definitely the cast lineup that we have. We have some of the biggest South African celebrities and we can't wait to see what they're going to bring to the island.
I am super excited to be joining Tropica Island of Treasure season 12. Like literally, it's something I've always wanted to do. And I love reality shows. I love challenging myself. And I think this is definitely going to challenge me.
100%. Very brightly excited to join Tropica Island of Treasure. Joining season 12. Oh, very excited. Look, I love the island. The only thing that I'm looking forward to is to just get into that island and then rock it. But look, I love nature. I'm looking forward to, to do a lot of snorkeling, Island is everything that I've dreamed of, but I love, tropical fruits. So, yeah, whatever island we go into, better have good fruits.
I'm most looking forward to the views, the ocean, the beach, wherever we're going, all of that. And just like an unlimited supply of Tropica.
But I think that the contestants are so lit and really a lovely bunch of people. But I'm scared for the physical challenges.
Feel good, fam. Miss Tropica Island of Treasure herself, our very own Sadnene, my girl. How are you feeling?
It feels surreal, especially because it feels like we were in Zanzibar just the other day. And also, I think it's so exciting because for the first time, we're doing it completely differently with the Tropica Island search, right? So for me, I'm like, it feels like a new journey because it's so different to season 11. It's huge names in respective industries, from sports to music to acting. I'm so excited. I'm beside myself.
You have the inside scoop, my girl.
Yes, I do.
Tell me what your thoughts are on the celebs. Do you have any faves?
I don't have faves, baby. I'm just saying may the best person win. Because I also think that Tropica Island of Treasure deserves to go to the person that honestly earns it. So at the end of the day, whoever it is that comes out on top, baby, let's go.
This experience was so special to me because I got to learn so much about myself. I know it's a cliche to say people go on reality TV shows and say, I've learned so much about myself, but it is true. Now I know my strengths and my weaknesses and, lifetime friends.
I think being part of Tropica impacted my life in all of the ways possible, physically, mentally, emotionally. It just made me realize that I am more capable than I think I am, and you can do anything that you put your mind to.
Some advice I would give this season's contestant: practice your swimming. Contestants are going to play mind games, so also be careful who you trust.
I would definitely say brush up on your puzzle skills. I've still got PTSD from my puzzle, and pick the right partner.
Season 12 seasons in. Why do you think the viewers keep coming back?
Tropica Island of Treasure never ever gets comfortable. I think we're always asking, how can we level up? And what is evidence of that is the Tropica Island search. We said we're going to 7 countries to go and find the one that is going to be the one on top to be the next home of Tropica Island of Treasure. Feel good, family. You are not ready for what we are bringing when we talk about 7 countries with your fave personalities. Every single one of them brings out a different side of every island, and it's like we're going there together. Come and travel with us. We're going on an experience. We worked hard for this, okay? So we need you to come and work hard with us to find the next home of Tropica Island of Treasure.
This show impacted me in a very, very interesting way. I got to learn that I have more resilience than I thought.
I would do it over and over again. I loved it. I didn't want to leave. I had to leave, but I would do it over and over again. It's a dream come true.
So many friendships along the way. I'm still pretty close with them now as well. And it's healthy competition. I got a bit nasty here and there, but all in all, I think the people you meet, and you can't buy that.
When it comes against the Tropica fans and, of course, all the feel-good viewers, how can they get involved?
They can get involved by purchasing a Tropica and entering to be part of Tropica Island of Treasure so that they can join their favorite celebrity on the island this season.
What a beautiful morning here at the Tropica Island of Treasure Season 12 media launch. Now listen, the contestants, they're ready. The island is waiting, and of course, it is officially underway. My feel-good fam, you guys just need to stay smooth.
Yo, how many superstars can you squeeze onto one island? Well, we now know, and we're going to see it, and it's all going to happen, and this is shaping up to be amazing. The wait is almost over, guys. Tropica fans, a brand new adventure begins with the premiere of Tropica Island Search. And now this is a very exciting show. It's going to blow your mind just a little bit. That follows Zanele Potelwa, our hopefully award-winning presenter. No, she's multiple award-winning already.
What's happening, man?
And then some very familiar Tropica faces as they travel to some breathtaking destinations around the world to discover which one could potentially become the next home of Tropica Island.
Whoa, this is cool. Hey, there's my
Take me
man
back to
John over there.
Zanzibar. I'm saying I just love it.
This is amazing. Okay, let's listen. Kicking things off in episode 1 is none other than our very own Jonathan Boyton Lee. My
Love
boy
you, lad.
did the things, and he joined us on the show yesterday to share some fun stories of his trip to Kenya and even indulge us with some Kenyan cuisine, giving us a little taste of what viewers can look forward to in the very first episode. Look at these shots, dude.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
that is the best part of our job, is that we get to go to locations like this. But then the responsibility is open up that window to the rest of the world. And I think when we talk about the adventure on Tropica Island of Treasure, you're taking celebrities who are used to having adventures, used to being treated amazingly well, used to a whole lot of privilege, and all of that disappears in one moment. It is such a cool experience to watch what happens for them, their personal journey. Never mind the bigger picture journey, but $1 million is going to be won and split.
Hey, and it'll bring the very best or the worst out of everybody. But for now, though, we want to chat to you, Mzansi. You've already been sharing your excitement online, and we want to share it with the rest of the world. And Nambuso Sibaya says, I can't wait. I pray and hope they chose my favorite island. Didn't say which one it was, but does come through with
That's
an answer.
how you keep your options
Suspense.
open. I like that. Let's see who else is weighing in here. We've got Lindiwe saying, Asindali la season 12. Let's go, Tropica. Beast mode activated. Okay, let's rock and roll this season. Tropica, I'm ready and get up. I think Lindiwe wants to be in the show. I think she desperately wants to be in there.
Annabella says, I can't wait to see the new season. Tropica Island Search is going to be lit. I think it's like this is like travel inspo on another level, man.
I know, and it's great to get a little bit of information about these places before you go. But any island, according to Tennis Else, is good for me as long as I get chosen to be on it. Now I'm beginning to understand why y'all are so excited and interested in where this island's going to be, because you potentially want to be there, and you could.
No, you definitely could. And obviously, if watching the show has you dreaming about stepping onto the island yourself, well, then this could be your very moment, Mzansi, because auditions for Tropica Island of Treasure Season 12 is officially open.
Come on.
And Tropica is looking for smooth fans ready to take on the adventure. Here's how you do it.
Super simple. Head over to @mytropica on all social media platforms to find out exactly how you can audition. Just brace yourself to go down the rabbit hole. There is a lot of great content there. But who knows? You could be the content. You could be the next smooth contestant heading to whatever island we eventually decide on.
Well, Mzansi, listen up. You need to do the following. Catch the very first episode of Tropica Island Search this Monday, the 16th of March. It's taking place at 6 p.m. right here on S3, and there are repeats taking place on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on S3 and Fridays at 5 p.m. on SABC 1.
So we are covered, but I think we need a little smooth taste of the smooth surprises possibly awaiting you. Take a look.
We're on the search for the most beautiful beach destinations in the world. I'm Zanele Potelwa. Join me and some of SA's smoothest celebs as we jet across the planet from paradise to paradise in search of a new island of treasure. Starting on the east coast of Africa in the historical city of Mombasa and ending right here in beautiful Bali. Our journey begins Monday, the 16th of March at 6 p.m. Repeat Tuesday at 2 p.m. on S3.
Oh, well, the winnings just keep on going. So all the best of luck. And once again to Zanele, just please, please, please take it as it comes this weekend. You deserve that SAFTA either way, girl. We absolutely love the work that you do there. Well, let's keep in the winning ways. After the break, we're going to be spinning a wheel. World Sports Betting is back to change your life. Will you be landing on the 5,000? I've had a lot of really good luck with my spinning, but any amount there will do some really good winnings. And then we could be sending you to the Maldives on the holiday of a lifetime.
Lovely. But also we've got the Friday dance coming up. Out of Africa Dance Academy is here, and you know what that means. It's almost time to move the coffee table. But just in a bit, we'll see you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Round and round we go. Welcome back as we are about to spin the world sports betting spin to win wheel. It is back in motion, well, almost. And one lucky viewer could be walking away with up to 5,000 Rand in cash this morning. We love it. So we asked you guys to tell us this. What was your first school sport and do you still play it now? And Nazette Parbu said, and she replied beautifully, my first school sports were javelin and long jump. Wow. But now that I'm all grown up, I no longer participate in school sports, but you can still throw things. Well, Nazette is on the line right now. Nazette, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks, and you?
I'm very good. I'm trying to picture you throwing a javelin right now, or maybe throwing something across your house, because you've still got it. I love the fact that we all began somewhere. I love your answer. Thank you so much for taking part. Now the real fun begins. So how are you feeling, Nazette? Are you a little bit nervous? Are you excited?
I am a bit nervous and excited at the same time, as you can hear in my voice.
That's perfect. That's how I live my life every day on live TV, and that's the perfect jumping off point. So we have got all sorts of numbers here, okay? The 5,000 obviously is what we really want to push for, but I'd be happy to give away anything to you. But I need to ask you a very important question. Okay, when I do my spin, do you want some gees? Do you want me to give it lots of energy? Or do you want a gentle, steady spin? How are you feeling in your heart of hearts this morning?
A gentle, steady spin.
Okay, I like that. That speaks maybe to your personality. We're going to balance each other out, Nazette. I love you for that. All I'm going to ask you to do is to count me down, give me a 3, 2, 1, and say the word spin, and I will give you your gentle, steady spin. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, give me my countdown and tell me to spin, girl.
3, 2, 1, spin.
Slow and steady. You have no idea how much control that took for me to not just lose my mind. And Khoi, keep going, keep going, keep going. No, move past the 500. You can do it. Push, push. Oh, we needed a little more yes, or maybe a little less yes. Oh, Nazette, 500 Rand is coming to you. I wish it could have been 5,000, but 500 is something. So congratulations. I know it's not a huge amount of money, but what are you going to spend your little cash injection on?
I will just invest it.
Invest it. I like that. And please invest in the show. You can come back for another spin. We absolutely love the fact that, yes, we can give these opportunities, but it's all over to you guys. So, Nazette, congratulations to you. And hopefully you can be winning maximum if you get the chance to spin. And yes, win. You can catch the World Sports Betting Spin to Win Wheel every Feel Good Friday right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. You got to head over to our amazing social platforms Monday to Thursday, and you can see exactly how you can enter.
Get ready to spin and win with World Sports Betting. Every Friday morning on Expresso, one lucky viewer will walk away with up to 5,000 Rand in cash. Want in? Simply head to the competition post on Expresso's Facebook, Instagram or X pages and answer the weekly question and include hashtag World Sports Betting. Don't miss your chance to turn your Friday morning into a winning one. T's and C's apply and can be found at expressoshow.com. World Sports Betting, where every spin could be a win.
Oh, well, just like that, Friday couldn't be done without you know what's coming now. We've got to get something moving. The vibes are high. We are talking to something that's going to absolutely blow you away. It's the Out of Africa Dance Academy that are ready to take the stage. And since it is World Sleep Day and we're celebrating it, they're going to be bringing a fun twist to the performance, hitting the floor in their sleeping gowns to dance us right into the weekend. Officially, let's move the coffee table. yeah! Out of Africa. Don't go anywhere. Out of Africa Dance Academy. I'm going to say y'all were out of the world with that one. Thank you so much. The reason, of course, why they're dressed in this incredible attire, we're celebrating World Sleep Day, and we're not going anywhere. We're going to get more performances from these superstars in just a bit and getting you into the weekend with the perfect energy you need. We also got a nice gut-healthy smoothie bowl. But for now, though, let's dance into the weekend. Yeah, yeah,
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. As I said earlier, we love creating or being a part of winning moments, and we've been building towards a massive one. It's entered that final phase now. We are going to find out at some point today something really special. They say a splash of color can brighten your home, but for one lucky viewer, it's about to brighten the last bit of their summer like never before. It's finally time to reveal possibly the winner of Plascon's Win All Summer Maldives Grand Prize getaway with 200,000 Rand. We have whittled down the finalists from a pool of 25,000. That's how many South Africans entered by purchasing Plascon products worth 1,000 Rand or more. And today we have been calling finalists. We are going to be chatting to our winner at some point. Let's connect with one of those finalists right now. And he is on the line and on the board, Derek Maurice. A very good morning, sir. I would imagine feeling a little bit nervous this morning. How are you, sir?
Yes, a bit apprehensive, but I guess lucky to get this far.
Congratulations. As I said, 25,000 entrants that you've been competing against. The finalists today all really, really nervous. Do you mind me asking what paint you bought to qualify you for the competition? What project were you working on?
No, it was just a home project, and I bought some Plascon wall and all.
I love it.
Which paint that I've been using for many years, yeah.
What is it about the wall and all? I recently finished my own little home project, and albeit it took me about 2 weeks longer than I think a tradesman would have done it, but I love getting hands-on, and I love what you can dip into with the Plascon range, but the wall and all stands alone. Why is it your go-to?
Well, I think it's just a good quality paint. It lasts, and it's it's always there. It's easy to wash if necessary, and it's been a very good rewarding paint for me. Yeah.
It always works and it lasts, and I absolutely love it. So I obviously am chatting to a few finalists today, trying to get a sense of how you guys are feeling at the impending opportunity. Why would this trip be so special for you? If you could land a 200,000 Rand adventure to the Maldives, what would that mean to you?
Well, okay, first of all, it's about the first competition would ever have won.
Wow.
And, I've been working pretty hard the last couple of years, taking only a short break over Christmas, New Year. So for my partner and myself, it really would be lovely to have such a break.
Well, Derek, what is your partner's name?
Deborah. She's an interior designer, and also has always recommended to me that if we're going to buy paint, let's buy some Plascon wall and all.
Well, so, buddy, I just need you to do one small, it's a very little detail, a box we've got to tick, please. If you can please tell Deborah that the two of you are going to the Maldives. You have just won an all-expenses paid trip worth 200,000 Rand to the Maldives. I'm sorry that I was being so conniving. I've known this whole time. How are you feeling now, my friend?
Oh, well, really, I just thought I was on a short list, but I was a little bit apprehensive, but I feel very, very lucky now. We really look forward to that.
Oh man, I love
Fantastic.
the fact that you've painted a picture that this really will mean a lot for you. How do you think it's going to feel sitting on a beach? And I've been to the Maldives. It's mind-blowing with that cocktail in hand, kicking your feet up. What do you think Deborah's response to this is going to be?
Well, I think she's watching TV now, and I'm sure she's also excited about it.
Oh,
so,
man.
we're really, really looking forward to it.
Oh, man, well, we are so over the moon for you, my friend. Congratulations, Derek. Enjoy it, but don't put off the paint job, hey? Make sure you get the work done, and then you can head off to the Maldives. But thoroughly deserved, and we are so pleased for you. Enjoy it.
First. Yeah, okay.
Oh, I love that. A massive congratulations. Oh, that was Derek Maurice. From a few cans of Plascon paint to a once-in-a-lifetime Maldives getaway worth 200,000 Rand. What an amazing way to end the season. Thanks to everyone who's joined in. Here's to a colourful, creative finish to your summer. Well done.
What on earth? I can't believe it's just gone down. What an amazing occasion. So we're going to keep the occasions amazing right now and bring it back to the kitchen, especially as we talk about all things health and how to really tick that box. It starts from within, and especially when we start with a good conversation. So G-Man's not going to wait to do anything other than join me for this because he loves...
great.
I know you love good ingredients, bro.
I love...
papaya? Papaya, yeah. We've been highlighting it this week, but let me just talk to Mzansi first, because listen, we all know that feeling, right? When your gut is happy, you are happy.
Yeah.
So this morning, we are showing you how to feed the good with a quick delicious recipe that's kind to your digestive system, one that you're going to absolutely love. And I think with Sippler's MedPro Entiro, which has partnered with celebrity chef Zola Nene and dietitian Abigail De Cruz to develop gut-friendly recipes that are easy to make and packed with goodness. So let's bring on the goodness today. We're going to be trying this one for ourselves. We're going to whip up a vibrant strawberry and papaya smoothie bowl. This one takes less than 10 minutes, no cooking required. It's loaded with ingredients that support a digestive health. So let's get it going. G-Man, you ready for this one?
I am, and I see our QR code is up on screen, so you guys can be ready as well to, well, compile along. I never know what, you don't cook a smoothie. You don't
what you
making
do.
it doesn't
It's
sound
like,
romantic.
What do you call when you make magic happen?
Exactly.
Whatever that
We're
is.
going to blend the smoothie. But now, of course, it's a smoothie bowl. What is a smoothie bowl? Is that because you just feel like you're underselling it if you're drinking it? So
Is it a
if
smoothie
it's a
in a
meal,
bowl?
it must be eaten. I don't know. But
The fact
I'm
is,
loving it.
And the fact is, I also love the colors. So maybe, G-Man, you can assist me in popping some of these colors into the blender salon while I talk about it, because there's a lot going on here. We've got colorful fruits. We've got strawberries going in here, as well as papaya. These are rich in powerful antioxidants that interact with your gut bacteria and also supports digestive health.
So you
definitely, maybe let's just keep some space. I don't know how much space we actually got in there. Let's just see. But papaya is also going in there. So that's our beautiful antioxidants. And then next up, we're going to talk about the bran that we're going to include in this. So bran is quite important. We're using oat bran for this one. And the oat bran itself adds a vibrant, well, not vibrant, but just a lot of fiber, essentially. This helps keep things moving smoothly and kind of gets that system more regular. Couple this with ginger as well, and you've got a fantastic, soothing, digestive concoction. Yeah, gooi the whole thing in there, bro. You don't have to cut out the blender; it's going to do that for us as well.
And it feels like a superfood in itself. I use ginger. It's been introduced into my anti-inflammatory vibe, and it seems to be helping a lot there. And it's also a great flavor profile to
And again, like, we don't often get the opportunity to eat this well, but we really should, because this is what's going to really tick that box of gut health. And we've still got some other ingredients going to go in here. So we've got some yogurt that's going to go in this too.
Good for the belly.
This kind of just gives it some thick consistency. You've got some good probiotics in this one as well. Ice. Definitely get the cooler feels on.
The fact that our ice is already melted gives you an indication of the temperature in Cape Town at the moment.
Well, it's already like in the 20s and it's early morning out here in Cape Town. Compared to Joburg, I know it's raining out there. But listen, anywhere in the summer fields, which is most of the country, you're going to love this one. The orange juice we're going to be careful with, because if you add too much orange juice to this, Mzansi, be aware that it could get too runny. And you want the thickness and the consistency of a true smoothie bowl. A smoothie bowl can be spooned.
Yeah,
right?
Hence the
exactly. It mustn't be like soup.
And I think as a modality, to eat it a little bit more slowly, take your time, kind of let the body absorb, that actually makes sense. So I'm not knocking the smoothie bowl versus a smoothie.
So pop a little bit of the orange juice in if you can, but not too much.
Just a touch,
I'm that's pretty much the hard part done.
The pulpy part at the top.
Yeah, get the good pulp in.
We'll try, and if we need to add more, we can always add more.
We can. So you can kind of get that going, G-Man. That's pretty much how easy this is. Blend it all together in your blender, which you have at home, and make sure that you don't give away too many secrets, because no one's going to hear you. Check it out.
Okay, I am still a child that enjoys watching a smoothie being made in the thing. It's just a beautiful, exciting process, but look at that.
I love it.
And I suppose smoothie bowl, you don't want it to be too...
so this is where it gets tricky. So maybe you can stop this thing right now and maybe talk about how this is where you get customized with your options, okay?
Okay.
So what you can do is, if you want a runnier smoothie bowl, then you can kind of blend it for a lot longer.
Add a bit more of
if you want
your
chunky,
orange.
texturized flavors and an experience, then you can kind of stop it as soon as you get it right there. So, G-Man, let's finish this thing off, bro.
All right, I think this is a great smoothie bowl
Pop it in the bowl.
consistency. It can still be poured, but look at that. That's ready to be spooned.
That's how we like it, bro.
And
that is perfect.
How refreshing does that? I'm gonna go.
Because the smoothie bowl is giving you the nutrition, it's giving you the feels of like an ice cream or a milkshake, a hot summer's day. But this one over here is giving you so much good gut health factors as well. And it's tropical too. So literally you simply spoon all of this into a bowl, top it off with some mixed seeds, flax seeds, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, whatever you had. All of these things are going to add some extra fiber to it as well. I see G-Man's brought some interesting ones over here. Chia seeds,
chia seeds, and this is a protein, right?
It has protein in it. It's got fiber in it as well. It's got some good good nutrition, and also the fact that it's good for like hydrating you. It absorbs a lot of water, so if you are adding this to water, you see it kind of like turns into like a little...
turns into a pudding, man. It's freaking amazing. I like that from an aesthetic. I would even blend this into and let it kind of
could
absorb.
do that.
I love that.
Overnight,
and then the final piece of
If you've got fruit and other fun things, definitely add it here. But listen, we talk a lot about feeding the good bacteria in your gut, and you can see all of that is happening right now, right? But sometimes diet alone isn't enough, and I think that's where a trusted probiotic supplement like Cipla Entiro comes in. Now, Entiro helps support digestive balance by adding beneficial bacteria to your gut microbiome. Now, when you combine gut-friendly meals like this with the right probiotic support, you're giving your digestive system the best chance to thrive. I mean, this could not get better, but believe me, it actually does. So before we do that, let's just have a little taster here, G-Man. We've earned this moment. Get all the
we haven't had a romantic moment sharing a meal, sharing a bowl of food.
Cheers to that, brother.
Ching, ching.
Ooh.
Refreshing, eh?
It is, eh? Citrusy, blows you away, vibrant in the flavor. I love the texture as well. Not too sweet, which is something we always complain about.
It's beautiful. I mean, I might add a little bit of honey. I think if you want to add like a natural sweetness, something that's... But it's got so much beautiful natural sweet and sour balance. If anything, I would just load up the texture, seeing as we're eating it, maybe up the nut content or something. But that's beautiful.
I might be naughty and drizzle some honey on this, but listen, guys, we've got something even more important. Are you going to plug them in or shall I? Who's more excited?
Absolutely. Have a little mouthful and see what that inspires within you. Well, seeing as I've been a game show host for today, I'm going to continue on that trend. We love plugging you guys into these opportunities, and this one is lovely. You stand the chance of winning one of 3 Le Creuset hampers worth 5,000 Rand each. Now I've got your attention. Simply choose your favorite dish, make it at home, and then capture your creation beautifully in a video or a photo. Then upload it to Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. Go and check out Zola Nene's page if you want to kind of get a sense of how to do that well. Don't forget to tag at Entropic Probiotic, please. If you want a Entiro Probiotic, please have a look at the spelling there. Make sure this is what's going to get you qualified. And every week, Zola Nene and Abigail de Cruz will be choosing 3 winners who will each receive a Le Creuset hamper worth 5,000 Rand. What's more, 3 of the 12 winners will discover a little hidden golden ticket inside their hamper. And this is your exclusive invite to the Celebs vs. Chefs Cook-Off, hosted by Zola, and she will be hectic in that space. It's going to be down in Cape Town, where one ultimate winner will walk away with a field bar set valued at 10,000 Rand.
Oh, this is absolutely incredible stuff from Zanzi. So get involved in this one. Entiro is where it's at, and especially if you're on your Feel Good Breakfast show, your gut is now sorted, and I think it's time to dance once again. After this, we're going to get a beautiful moment to do exactly that, and I can't wait for it.
I need another spoon.
Hi guys, we're the Gut Gals, and we're super excited to have partnered with Entiro in their Feed the Good campaign.
You stand a chance of winning one of 3 Le Creuset 5,000 Rand hampers weekly.
Head over to the Entiro website and download the Feed the Good recipe booklet.
You then cook one of these recipes, take a picture and upload it to your social media platform and tag Entiro Probiotic.
If you missed any of the details, find them in the caption below, as well as the T's and C's.
Welcome back. I don't know if I've told you this in person yet.
Yeah?
It's insane, okay?
It's insane,
It is insane this morning. There are millions waiting for you, pouring down this Friday. Powerball and Powerball Plus are bringing a massive 135 million rand to the party. Guaranteed in that jackpot today. So we can make it rain lots of cash this March. If we play Powerball, 93 million rand awaits, and Powerball Plus, 42 million.
I feel like we all deserve this money, so let's try and make it happen. What are you waiting for, Mzansi? Let's buy our tickets now. We can do it in store on the nationallottery.co.za website. You've got the mobile app, or you can use cell phone banking. That easy.
And we will try to make it even easier and keep reminding you on our social media platforms. So when you take in all the amazing content there, you get the plug-in and Panda Pusher play your Powerball and Powerball Plus for 135 million rand in total jackpots. I'm going to play, so you better play and make yours, well, mini, I suppose. But we are feeling quite tired today. Why? Because it's World Sleep Day, dude.
Absolutely. World Sleep Day has been amazing. We asked you the question of how you are sleeping and what do you think it reveals about yourself. Are you a side sleeper, back sleeper, someone who sprawls? What is it? And you all have come through with some incredible comments, and we're going to read them out right now. Starting off with Black Akko Mfiki, who says, "Morning Expresso, I'm deaf a side sleeper. I just can't abandon that position for anything else."
He's loyal, man. He's loyal to his position. That's fine, man. You can be loyal. Let's see who else has weighed into the conversation. And Nkele saying, "I sleep across the bed and toss and turn all night long." And Nkele, are you in relationship at the moment?
Nkele's
How
a
does your
dancer.
partner? Yeah, exactly.
That's a dancer. You got another one here from Benzi, who says, "I'm a wild card. I sprawl across the whole bed."
I like that.
Lucky you. Lucky you. Obviously don't have pets, dogs.
Those were three single people that we have just introduced you to, and that's okay. So however you sleep, it's okay. Go and check out our socials to pick up some of how we maybe figured out what kind of person we are based on the positions that we sleep in. And of course, we are not experts by any right, but we love the fact that this starts such a cool conversation. Selvi saying, "I'm a side sleeper, but sometimes I find myself on my back. Turning onto my side always helps me sleep better."
It does. I agree with you, Selvi. I just don't know where I'm going to end up at the end of the sleep, but I definitely agree with that one.
I'm doing the soldier sleeping from now on. Roxy might be a soldier sleeper. She says, "I am most comfortable on my left side or on my tummy with my right leg pulled up."
Ooh.
It's weird, but that's kind of like similar to your mountain
science
climber.
here. You know that apparently your stomach is actually more orientated towards the left-hand side or the right-hand side?
Maybe your stomach is
so
more
when you so when you sleep you sleep on your side, it actually helps you with a bit of digestion. Apparently, okay. Try it out for yourself.
Again, we are not experts, okay, but we do need a lot more sleep than we are getting. That's why we've loved today so much. But of course, we have an opportunity to see sleep in a whole different light right now because these superstar young dancers are going to start the weekend.
Yeah, man, we're talking about Out of Africa Dance Crew. They're taking the stage right now. It's time to kickstart the weekend in the better way than we can. And that's by moving the coffee table and honoring World Sleep Day. Let's roll.
Feel Good production.